This is for the nerds, this is for the brainiacs, this what we deserve. Go ahead and play it back, you ain't gonna touch me, you not gonna do nothing, you are not above me, I bet you wish you was me, I know it, I know.
All right, everyone, we are back. The Solve for Why podcast, OnlyFriends edition.
Nope.
And what do you mean?
That's not how
I don't give a fuck how you intro this show. This is the Solve for Why OnlyFriends podcast.
New host, new intro.
OnlyFriends edition.
I introduce the show however the hell I want. When did you get back here anyway?
Yeah.
Buddy, I'm the goddamn fucking producer.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah.
Who the fuck that guy?
Diagonal shot.
Who
Yeah.
the fuck is this guy?
That's
And
nice...
why didn't you buy us Triton sweatshirts? I would have given you money.
I
would have
can
paid
still
a little
get you guys
markup
some.
Even.
To be honest, they didn't have any sizes by the end
That's
of it.
a lie.
They all got.
Well, it makes sense. Look how fresh though. Look how fresh that,
does look
that
good,
sweatshirt
right?
is. Look at that. Stand
Look
up
at
for
that
us.
sweatshirt.
Do a dance, yeah.
It's so nice. And the,
Look at the
sleeves
arm, the
have
arm
Chinese
patch,
stuff
yeah.
or something.
Look
Wow.
at this.
You must have got paid so much
What does
money.
the sleeve say? What does that say?
Teddy,
Andre?
give me money. It says, I think just Triton
Ni hao
Poker.
ma.
Yeah, it's pretty
It
badass.
doesn't say how are you. It definitely doesn't say how are you on it.
I'm yes, I'm back. I haven't seen you guys for a month. We talked about this. Like,
Wow, you got
briefly.
so rich. Oh, you
No.
look so happy. Like they must
Okay.
have paid you.
Happy to be
They must
back.
have paid you so much, dude.
They didn't. They didn't.
They did
They
it.
did.
Stop
You're
it.
so humble.
Stop.
Look at
Okay,
how
so-
humble you are. Look, I heard you literally led that entire team.
No,
like $1 million
that's not
contract.
True. No. It was like
need
maybe
Andre
a quarter of
negotiating
that,
my
to be
shit.
honest. They have one of the best production teams
Quarter
ever.
of $1 million?
Come in.
Quarter of $1 million?
Quarterback
Don't
Andre.
worry about
Yeah,
it.
we don't really let people talk until they spill the beans. Like once
I
you
need
spill the
Andre
beans,
negotiating my. You
Yeah,
know how
what the
much I'm making
fuck?
for my thing? Like $3K.
No,
Yeah.
that cannot be right, Melissa.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to talk about this.
I think I fucked up.
This seems like an off-air conversation.
Wait, how many days are you doing? Okay,
I'm there for 10 days.
And it's gonna go on. The show goes
And
on.
I'm missing so many games and tournaments.
and you're missing the podcast.
And the podcast. I like totally didn't think about it. And then I did the math after and I was like, wait, what have I done?
I can't believe I've done
And
this.
then it's like, oh, we have this game running then and this game. And I'm like, I'm not going to be here. And I'm also not going to be playing. And I'm also going to be making not very much money.
But it's
What did I
a
do?
starting point.
It
Then
is a
after
Yeah,
starting
it's an
point.
experience,
it's a starting
I guess.
point. Yeah.
You go into
Plus, I also heard
Barcelona.
So
the men there are great. I heard.
you're gonna love it there. You're gonna love it there for sure. Where are you going exactly? It's.
Barcelona.
What do you mean
Barcelona.
you're gonna love it there? You don't even know where she's going.
I thought it was Barcelona, but I didn't want to. It might have been some other European country, but Madrid was fucking insane. The culture there is so amazing. People are super nice. Like
I'm just like I don't care about the men or the beach. I want to eat some meats, some smoked meats or whatever.
Do they not have that here?
No, like they have
No.
really good meat in
they have
in Barcelona.
Gotcha.
delicious. The like everywhere you go, you can just get ham.
Yeah.
Any type of ham,
I'm
bacon,
gonna eat so much ham.
Bacon is-
prosciutto.
Good
I'll
for
have the
me.
ham cam and I'll like
Wow, Melissa's ham
send you guys like videos from the ham cam.
So I was in Spain for 2 weeks. I had over 50 empanadas there. It was just amazing.
Empanadas is so good.
Empanadas.
You are an empanada
Empanada.
lord.
I miss North Bergen, New Jersey.
Bro,
for that.
empanadas are lit.
Yeah.
Dude, it was the carne picante.
busted.
Oh my lord.
Picante.
It's like it's like a
I might
curry
bring an
puff.
empanada tray for us.
Chincha empanadas?
No, not chincha empanada.
Wait a minute.
Wait, where do you get
Wait a
empanadas
minute.
here?
Where's Brian?
Do you not follow the group chat,
My God.
bro? Like
Supposed to be meat sweats day.
bro. He said he had to take care of his wife's car in the group chat this morning and tagged you in it.
Sounds like he just didn't want to bring us that brisket again.
Nah, he's a good guy. man.
He's good for it.
He's good for
Yeah,
I
us.
should have
it's
brought some
definitely
food
good
for you
for it.
guys. That's my bad. I haven't seen you guys in so long.
You're busy eating all the empanadas.
All right, so real quick recap. Right before I left, I was actually in a tournament. Shoot it over, Guapo. This is time for some big dick time.
Ooh.
Okay?
Look at
So-
this
That's
guy.
4
Wow.
fucking medals.
So he
He
entered
definitely-
another having sex with guys tournament.
Correct. And I
on the
fucked
floor
all
of
the guys.
gym.
All the guys. So,
They choke each other out. They straddle each other.
oh, it was awesome. 4 different divisions. Two of like my weight, slightly higher. 2 of open weight. So I was up against ultra heavies, which is like.
Wait, you made money doing this?
Yeah, he makes mad money. Literally, it's like $100K per title, right? It's like a title fight.
Correct.
You get paid like best submission of the night.
Oh yeah.
Most submissive?
Yeah. Those are only 50K bonuses though.
Oh, a 50K bonus.
Like,
Okay. Yeah, dude.
Hey,
Okay.
5K medal, not too bad.
Sounds like you're rolling in it.
There
is rolling
were
in it.
3 different guys that were over 250. Fucked all 3 of them.
Wow.
It was the biggest dick day of my life.
Your dick was hard?
It was raging, dude.
Nice.
Raging.
Nice.
Like, I came a couple of times. It was still just like.
Yo, wild, man. Yo, ridiculous.
Straight blue pill Andre. Like, Jesus
You're crazy.
Christ,
So
You're
right
crazy.
after that, went out to New York, hung out with a bunch of friends, a couple of guys I work with.
He went on a date
my family.
in New York too.
Yeah,
He
how
went
was
on
your
a date in New
date?
York. This guy's
New York,
Jet setting.
New Jersey. I went out to Allentown.
Oh, I've been there.
East bumfuck Allentown. Who goes there? But like a lot of
Great place
jujitsu
to
shit.
vacation.
What's her
Allentown,
name?
New Jersey.
I was gonna route down to DC, and but then I had to go to Spain because they asked
What
me.
did you do on your date?
Yeah, what? Yeah, stop trying to fade the question. Like,
Don't
you
fade the
keep
date.
Come on,
fading
give
it,
me
bro.
something. I gotta work with some.
Have you been
I'm
watching the
dying
pod
here.
lately? You
I'm
can't just
having a-
just walk in and
Well,
like.
it
dodge-
was just like we.
Look how happy he is. Listen, one
It
day,
was nice.
I can't wait till I'm as happy as you are right now.
I mean, it was just very nice.
Did you
Go on.
kiss?
Dude, I
No,
was
kid.
I was in a relationship for 10 fucking
Oh my
years.
god, that's so crazy.
And now
does it feel weird to date after that?
New
I'm
pussy's
just
the best
untethered
pussy,
now.
bro.
It's just
Like,
like
but do you feel like, I don't know, like disoriented or like out of the game, or you just jump right back in there? You're a
No.
Libra, so you can
like
do
everything's
you
just
can just move
fine
Right in.
and
Wow.
great and logical.
It worked fine, huh?
Yeah, it's
It
great.
worked
Did you
just fine.
kiss?
I'm very upfront. I'm just like, hey, I'm looking to retire at like 40. So
Base.
work
we
is
need
my
to get to
priority.
work.
Opening line.
So we
That's a
need to
good
get to
opening
work quick.
line.
That's what you just
No,
said.
no. So work is my priority, and I'm not thinking about a relationship at all.
Ooh.
So if you want to fuck, let's
That's
fuck.
so nice that you say that at the very beginning.
Yeah, and it works.
You don't lead 'em
It's
on.
perfect.
Yeah,
Like everybody just
You just
okay.
say it how it is.
It's copacetic.
that's very good to say that.
Copacetic.
At
That's
the
the what they,
Copacetic, what
that's
a
what they call
word.
it now.
This guy, look at him. Look at him, a gentleman
Well,
and a scholar.
I didn't. I learned this.
And
It's
rock
called
hard.
there's something called
And rock hard.
if you want to level up a little bit, but because I am more monogamous, not anymore really, but I am more
beginning. Yeah,
monogamous
you were in a
than not.
relationship for 10 years.
But there's
so.
something called a situationship. Have you guys heard of this?
Oh,
Yeah, of course.
I know.
I've heard
Okay,
the
this is the first time I've ever
words.
heard of it.
I've heard the
What do you
word
mean, of course?
exists.
Okay,
Yeah.
please explain what.
Situationship was
Define
it-
situationship for the viewer.
No, it was made like super famous over the Will Smith and
Was it? I
Yeah.
thought it was a thing before that.
I don't even know what you're
no,
talking about.
that's what made it famous. The
Okay.
word.
So it's basically just like a fucking ship. Right?
It's like it's complicated, but
Yeah.
we're fucking.
But is there feelings?
Like-
yes, but we
not
can't
really.
move on
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Correct.
Yeah.
Like you're willing to like cuddle with them.
And why
and
the
shit.
fuck am I the fucking
so it's
go-to
like,
for this?
So it's like
Well-
a friends with benefits. It's like
You know.
a friends with benefits plus kind
Correct.
of thing.
no, it's
But you
less-
can't act on the plus.
I
You
don't
can't
know.
act.
You
It
can't
sounds
act on
like
the
it's
pl-
just a friends with
situationship.
benefits.
All right,
That's
think
how
about
I see it.
All right, Christian, tell us. What's
No,
the
no,
difference
no,
between
I'm just saying.
But you're gonna say talk about it. Talk
It's
about
when
it.
you don't call them your girlfriend, but you do
Correct.
girlfriend stuff with them.
Yes, but you can't move forward with it because maybe you have someone that you're gonna do the double check with.
Or you just like aren't in a place to be in a relationship or something. It
That
doesn't always
too.
have to be that.
That too.
Interesting.
You hate the double check.
I
This fucking
really
double
resent the
check
double
word.
check. I
It's not
really
the
do
discount
because I'm
double
like,
check.
I will not be double checked.
But you,
And then
but you are.
fail the double check. I will not. I'll not stand for that.
Fail
A lot of
things.
people have a lot of comments about what your situationships are.
Yeah.
And
I'm interested.
I saw some of
I
the
haven't
comments
read any of the
yesterday on the
comments.
We'll work on
the
it. We'll work-
podcast.
we'll work
So-
on it.
Melissa's Asian.
So Melissa's Asian?
Yes.
How did they not know that?
Melissa's Asian. You know what? It's like I think as I've gotten older, I've gotten less Asian looking.
You do look like Puerto Rican a little bit.
People think I'm
Get the olive skin going.
What was the second comment? What was it say?
Melissa is a catch. She speaks her mind and seems to be zero BS. Thank you. I think a lot more men are attracted to that than you think. Well, that's
Really nice.
really nice.
That's really nice.
You want to go out sometime?
This guy's
Love
very
your
nice.
podcast,
It's a
guys.
date already. That's all
Why
it takes.
not European?
No, it's not a
from-
date. 'cause if it's a
Oh,
date,
yeah,
then
let's
you
break
fuck
Should I
that
up.
do this?
Yeah,
in
yeah,
a-
that's what I'm
Should I do
saying.
this in an accent?
Accent.
What kind? Love your podcast, guys. Why no European for Melissa? I don't know what accent.
What the fuck was that?
I'm European. It's just a general European accent.
Just keep going.
I'm European and date American girls with no problems at all.
You kind of sound like Borat a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like that was Eastern
That
European.
was all types of European in one.
That was a mix.
You're covering your bases.
You know what? Maybe it's a little bit like harsh. It's not no Europeans. Honestly, maybe European is better than American.
No.
What do I know?
Where did we?
All my experiences with American men have been not amazing.
Well, you're going to Barcelona soon.
Yeah, so I'll let you guys know when I get back which one's better. Probably both suck because my taste in men is horrendous. So I don't know if I'm a good judge of that.
Work in progress.
You still got time.
No, it
Melissa.
is a work in progress. Like if you look at my timeline over time, it's gotten we're upswinging.
Good.
I think.
That's
You're
what friends
definitely
are for.
upswinging. I feel like you're upswinging.
Yeah, like I think that I'm
Guys,
going the right direction.
he started with the homeless guy on the couch.
That was not the beginning. I
When I met you, you were down bad. You were down bad.
Yeah.
We talked about this already,
Yeah.
about the being with people where it's like I was in a bad place in my life.
Yeah.
Don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
Or girl. You don't want to be that person.
Andre's in a good place in his life.
I'm in a great place.
Yeah.
I resent how happy you are.
I know, I do too. And I need him to be negotiating
You
for
resent
me.
how happy he is?
I
I'm
resent
so
how
happy for Andre right now. Look
Thank
how
you,
happy he
Landon.
is.
I know,
No,
you're
you're like
you're
too
glowing.
happy.
You're
No.
glowing.
You're like happy
I'm
that I'm
fucking
jealous. Like,
exhausted too. I had 3 hours of sleep or whatever.
And he's
Wow,
here.
that
He's
was
jet
a long.
setting.
Look, he's here to share
That
his.
was long.
He's here to share his happiness
We're
with the
not
group.
even to Triton yet. We haven't hit Madrid in this storyline.
I know.
I'm still Jersey.
So was it so much fun?
It was really nice. It was just really, really nice. We got to
Literally,
hang out with family
you pussy's
friends.
the best, bro.
Damn.
There's just nothing like that, I guess. It's
I
just
agree.
different.
But not pussy.
That's crazy, bro. I've never seen someone like this.
You've never
You
seen
just-
someone like this?
Just, you
Wow,
pussy's
imagine what the
best. It
podcast
has
is going
to
to be like when I actually have sex.
Wow.
Oh,
will
yeah.
you tell us?
We'll probably
Yeah,
just
I'll
won't
say.
talk about it.
I'll tell us.
I feel like you won't.
No,
It has to
I
be
feel
like,
like you'll be fucking someone for 2 months and be like, yeah, guys, I haven't been a virgin for a long time.
Nah.
it has to be. You have. Okay, we're gonna save. All right, this is the rule. Ready?
There's a rule?
We're gonna go from podcast 68 straight to podcast 70, and we're gonna save podcast 69 just for that moment.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like we're just gonna skip podcast 69. It's just gonna be that's the Landon podcast. When that cherry pops, we're dropping that one.
When
Sure.
that cherry pops.
Sure.
You didn't like that one?
Just have
was a little
I
bit
was
too
just trying to picture a man's cherry popping, and I was a little disturbed.
should probably stop picturing
Think
it.
you start
Yeah.
bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Anyways, Andre, you went to Triton.
Did go
How
to
was
Triton.
that? Where'd you go? What'd you do?
It was
We already
incredible.
spoke about
Also, was in the middle of Madrid.
Were there
I got-
meats?
So come again?
Meats?
Had a lot of meats. Got numb to seeing. I kind of tried to message you guys some things.
we were fucking sick.
Yeah, I know you guys all got COVID.
Yeah,
What the
we
fuck?
had a COVID.
You dodged it.
You dodged it.
I know it was perfect.
How
You're
lucky
running
are you?
good.
Because to come back into the country, you need a negative test. It doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or not. And I thought for
Well,
sure
Good thing I got it now then.
I got COVID somehow because didn't wear a mask at all. Was rolling literally almost every day.
Wait,
and yeah,
on
Just
Molly?
No, he's not. Not Molly.
I was like,
He was
that's
doing his
not
jujitsu.
healthy.
He was
Rolling on the
jujitsu.
floor with other
That's
men.
not healthy to do ecstasy every day, Andre.
no. But yeah, I was fighting people every day.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, dodged COVID. It was really awesome though. The Triton guys, what was so different is they're all from fucking Malaysia of all places.
Mm.
So, I grew up and I was the only Malaysian family in, I don't know, 100 square miles.
That's sick.
And all of a sudden it's like all the words and all the phrases that I grew up with.
Yeah.
Everybody knew
Oh my God,
what I
I
was
love
talking
that.
about. And they were saying it
I love that for
too.
you.
I love that.
We're so happy for you.
Thanks, bro.
Some of us are.
Okay,
Some of
I'll
us
say the
resent
story.
him.
So there's like 6 Dulce and Gabbana,
Dolce and
whatever.
Gabbana.
Yeah, thank you. 6 models that came out, and they were there just as plants. It was kind of fucked up. And
Yeah, that happens.
yeah, it does. But it looks super awkward on camera. Of course, as soon as they went on camera, people are like, "Why are they
They're supposed to
literally
like pretend
plants
to be
there?"
hanging out there, or
No, they literally just stood behind the table
Oh.
as a background piece.
oh,
So it's like super
Right.
objectifying, yada yada
yeah,
yada.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
our marketing team, it wasn't through us. It was like the sponsors through BizDev. I don't know exactly, but it didn't come through the marketing team. So our whole office was just like, what the fuck? Why are they there?
What are they doing there?
We took them off, and then they started using our room for just their
Orgies.
yeah, for the orgies. So while they were coming in for one of the orgies, I was like, hey, what the fuck's going on? Like, why are you guys doing this?
We're just here for our job.
Correct. And they're like, hey, this is super fucked up. They admitted it was super fucked up. And she was like, oh, thank you so much. This is the first time anybody's talked to us that wasn't outside of like, hey, how much, basically.
Oh my God.
And it's super fucked. So because of that, you don't have the picture, of course. Yeah, have you loaded? But like, it was just me and Teddy, and then the six of us.
There's a picture of you
the
guys
other
in the
six.
models.
And it's just us going out for drinks after.
No
Wow.
wonder he's so happy.
Yeah.
Like, it all makes sense now.
It turns
Partying
out.
with models.
Yeah,
It turns
Andre
out
had
people,
fucking
it turns out people
orgies,
like it when you
six-
appreciate
Correct.
that.
Bro, it all
turns
makes
out-
so
I
much
did the
more
Landon
sense.
approach for
That
sure.
is the
Andre
Landon
had an
approach.
orgy with 6 D&G models.
Wait,
God, it
the
all makes
Landon
sense.
approach is wait, no, hold on.
But
The
here's-
Landon approach is treating somebody with respect.
It's being like
Bingo.
it's being like I'm the safe guy, but you are. But it's usually guys will do that as like a fake thing. You actually are a safe guy.
Yeah. Well,
You, I'm not sure about. Just kidding.
me?
Just kidding.
He's got some danger in him.
Okay, here's the fucked up thing. Find out that they're making €8. Oh, there you go. Thanks, dude.
Nice.
Find out they're making €8 a fucking hour.
Oh my God. Wow.
And then the two girls that I was mainly talking to, Lara and Paloma, they both have masters. One has a master's in neuroscience.
What?
The other one is about to finish her master's in fucking psychology. And like, I tried to ask, like, what the fuck are you guys
Yeah,
doing
what are they
here?
doing there?
Like, this is insane. And why are you being paid €8 an hour? And
Do
they
get
basically
tipped
said,
or they don't get tips, right? I
no.
mean,
Pays hourly. Yeah.
So like, it basically
sounds
comes
like
down
they're
to
paying them low to try and encourage them to do some
maybe get a little desperate,
extra
you know?
credit.
But like, apparently the Spanish economy is fucked right now. There's like no jobs for any intellectual positions.
Wow.
Too many smart people or what?
So
How does
do
that
they
work? How does
need,
that work?
like-
Really smart people don't get job?
Like Laura, the one that has a master's in neuroscience, she's like, I think I'm just gonna go back to school for another master's.
Wow.
I'm just like,
That is usually
The
what happens when like the economy's down. Like
Yeah.
heavy people go back to school and like try to wait it out and
Yeah.
then further their like employment
Master's in
opportunities. when they get out.
neuroscience seems like a lot. I have a master's in nothing.
I
don't
don't even have a
master
bachelor's
anything.
degree, so
We're in the you
It's
know
wild.
the world of content creators now. That's like the main the main
fun
employment. Funployment.
Fun employment.
Fun employment.
Yeah, it's content creators, NFTs.
Yeah.
insane.
Independent,
Yeah.
degenerate lifestyle,
Yes, but then
which
you
is
know,
what I prefer. I want it no other way.
talking about degenerate lifestyle. WSOP is coming up,
Ooh.
and all of us are excited. Some a little bit more than others, but we got some photos. Some
Yeah,
first
the photos look good. Look at the
first glimpse.
I love the carpet.
via Jeff Platt. All right, so we got a little bit of inside scoop. We heard there's more bathrooms. That part is important.
More
Look at,
bathrooms
okay,
are
everyone
better.
was complaining about the ceilings, and they said, "Fuck you! Look at these ceilings." Remember?
Apparently, like the max ceiling height was 10 feet for.
Yeah,
something.
everyone was like, "Oh my god, the ceilings! I'm gonna die." And then,
Claustrophobia.
and
It's like,
then
first of all, you're
now
5'8".
look at the ceilings; they're like 80 feet high.
Right,
They're like, just
yeah.
go fuck yourself. Look
I
at
mean,
these.
I can't breathe with my in the ceiling. Like.
So what do we
you're-
expect? What do we expect of this new movement?
Parking is gonna be a mess. Honestly, I might start this shuttle service.
I just bought an electronic fucking skateboard.
You bought it? An electronic scooter?
One wheel? You bought a one wheel?
A skateboard. but
An
it's electronic.
electronics?
It goes like 23 miles per hour.
You mean it's
You're
like a
gonna
Halo
fuck yourself
board?
up on that.
But are we happy with these photos? Like, are we happy with this first
it looks
glimpse
good. It looks good.
compared to Rio?
Love the carpets. I think the carpets are
I
not
think
those ones. I don't like those carpets.
We don't
Other
really
ones.
get a choice now, do we?
Yeah, but what do you're allowed
There's
to have
always
an
the win.
opinion.
What do you mean? There's always the win. They
Yeah.
run
The
shit every day.
ceilings look really high.
I feel like it looks good.
I think it looks good too.
It's like Jeff's just like
So
Jeff's laying
I
backwards.
get a nice aura from it.
Reading through it, also, I was reading that there's also a section for the final tables with seating.
Right.
Oh, so people can watch and sit down instead of
I
stand.
like that.
Right. Remember last time there was really only like
There's only the
Mother Dome or whatever they call it, the
Yeah.
Thunderdome, and then that section has seating. But if you were on the side final tables,
You were standing.
You
It
were
was
just
brutal.
standing.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
bad.
So now it seems like they fixed that problem.
They're making it more of a spectator thing, which is a really good idea, I think.
Yeah, so I think that's good. It seems like the bathroom situation is solved. That's good.
So will the final table streams be? They'll be at Bally's, right?
Oh, there's another thing.
Like, where's the Thunderdome going?
That's what they just showed.
That was the Thunderdome?
Yeah, that's where they're putting it.
Gotcha.
The one with the high ceilings.
Gotcha. Okay.
There's also, so for the weekend events, they put like a rebuy section
for those events.
For
In
those
Bally's.
events, like right there,
Sharp.
instead of like you having to like walk all the way back, come all the way. So now you can just like rebuy right in that area,
That's
which I
awesome.
think is really sharp.
Yeah.
But that's only for the weekend, for like, you know,
like,
the
the really big
weekend big
ones.
events, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only one that really matters for
Yeah.
Right.
when it comes down to
really,
it.
really come a long way from apparently days of past where you could just rebuy right at the table. There were like some WSOP tournaments.
Right.
You
That was a
just
rebuy though.
bust
Now
and just peel off 1,500.
those were, there had to be some
I
strategy
mean,
back
they
then.
should have it where you like load up your card and you can just
I think you can.
beep, rebuy.
I think
Load up
there's
your
with the
card?
Bravo Fast Track system, they have a system where you can like put money into an account and
Yeah.
then just like swipe.
But
and
like
get
at the
ticket.
table, they should just have
Ooh, if they have,
something,
if they have a
you know?
swiper at the table.
That'd be smooth.
And
Sharp.
then you can probably implement it eventually for cash games where people are staying and it's like,
And, like,
oh,
they
do you
load
want to
their
load
card
up a
instead of bringing
casino
chips.
balance?
That sounds like too much tracking for a
Beep.
cash game for me.
It'd be so
Okay,
much
for-
safer though.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, and
real.
it's so fast and people can just rebuy right at the table instantly.
and they can have features like auto top up and stuff.
Yeah.
feature.
I mean, this sounds like
I want the throwing shit at somebody.
Can we get
Christian wants the throwables. You
An
can buy like
IRL
tomatoes.
shit
You can
throwing
just buy
button.
tomatoes and start throwing at people. Like,
Yeah.
boo, boo, bad bet, throw. And then, or good bet, then don't throw.
Good bet, throw.
I'm scared
Throw
for all
cigar.
the micro stuff for you guys, like just waiting in lines and all that. Just it's a new place.
Yeah.
Who knows what the congestion is going to be? I saw. I don't know if you guys talked about it. The car parking shit.
Yes.
that's just kinda crazy.
$100 a week.
That's fucking
Is that what it is?
absurdity.
That's nuts.
$30 a
Absurdity.
day, $100
so
a
if
week.
you don't have above a platinum card, that's where you're paying. If you have a
So
platinum
how do we
card,
get
So
a
so many
platinum
people
card?
you
are
have
not going to
one
have
probably.
that.
No, you might have from no.
Is it Caesars?
It's a Caesars.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a Caesars thing.
I
Also,
don't have,
Uber is getting so fucking expensive here too. I don't know what the fuck.
Uber was insane when EDC weekend was in town. I was going back.
Yeah, it was like 70.
I crunched some
$70.
numbers and getting a taxi from the Wynn back to the house was way less expensive than an Uber.
Wow.
Prices were just spiked. It was like $80 to go from the strip to 15 minutes
Yeah.
off strip. This
Christ.
is wild.
Yeah, I mean, and those weekends are always expensive.
Yeah.
The weekends up. In regards to the parking, yeah, I mean that's pretty nuts. I think Melissa, you did the math. It was like some
like
multi
4.8 million
4.8 million just straight into Caesars.
for 8,000
You know, hello,
spots.
how you doing?
Yeah.
A lot of money.
I mean, that's pretty
nice.
That's pretty fucking a really big upswing from the Rio where it was 0.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of rate.
We've thought about getting like electric.
The markets are
skating.
the
They better
markets are
have-
gonna have to go up.
Those parking spots better include fluffers because I mean that's expensive. 100 a week. Massage
Yeah.
person in the parking spot.
I still gotta
cooking
figure out how
some-
to drive.
cooking me some hot
What do we think? Do
dogs.
we think there's gonna be like the hallway? Like, hey, you want this charger? Do you need this charger on your phone?
Honestly,
Is that coming back?
It's already there.
It's coming back.
I have never experienced the charger people.
Stop.
I
I
swear.
haven't either.
I haven't.
I
Oh, 'cause
really
y'all
haven't
were there only
experienced
last year.
WSOP
We weren't
very
there.
much.
We weren't there for the peak charger energy.
Those were
Yeah.
incredible.
Really? If you were just outside, just portable charger, $15.
$15.
$50.
30?
Yeah, like $50. 40 to $50.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
You're gonna get, you know.
I
Was
would
it that-
stand next to them and go 30. Whatever they're saying, I'll just go 10 less.
Was it WSOP branded or
hackling it
no? It
down.
was just some random brand.
No, it's a random brand.
Yeah.
Oh, it's always like they
But they
partnered
were
with the.
crushing it.
I thought they partnered with the WSOP. It's like
people get
WSOP
desperate.
branded chargers, $50.
Bro, WSOP
WSOP
should be
on it.
They should be partnering. They crushed.
$100. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I'll be there going 90.
It's a buyer's market.
Yo, Melissa and Brian are gonna have the fucking ill side service this year.
Yeah, I really like. I wish we had planned for this because I think running a shuttle service, like a little school bus,
Schubert's shuttle service.
and it's like because everyone's going for like around the same time. You just stop, do the school bus stops, pick everyone up, drop them off, give them a nice mint and a water bottle.
And we can sell
Some
them food
barbecue?
plans.
Yeah.
We can sell food plans
And we
too.
can give them their packed lunch. It'll be like a little school bus service.
We can make $1 million.
This should have been. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, this is such a good idea.
You should just minimize it and have everybody park at South Point because it's free over there. And then
and
shuttle.
pick up shuttle from South.
Shuttle from-
Wow, that's smart.
Yeah,
You're
then
on.
they have to
You're
take
on
an
the board.
Uber all the way to South Point.
You're on the board. Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah,
then we
the
don't have
train
to stop a bunch of
Correct.
places. We
Like,
can
who
just
needs
stop
that?
at one. Shuttle to the Strip.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
It's-
pack you your lunch.
How
We'll
many
fluff
people?
you up before your tournament.
We can hire fucking Landon to just be like teaching ICM in
Yes.
the
I ain't
front.
teaching shit, bro. So it's Schubert's South Point shuttle service.
Yes.
And we can do. Oh, we could sell All American Brian's too.
Yeah.
Yes. All American Brian's
Brian.
barbecue.
You mean no? He's not all American. He's full olive. He's
And it's
full
a
all
free roll.
Italian
Pretty
Brian's
Yeah.
barbecue.
No, and it's a free
all
roll.
Italian Brian.
Because if we go out of business, we're not paying.
That's right.
We go to Fiji, baby.
We're going
Let's
to
go.
Fiji.
Fiji trip. Fiji trip.
Sorry, guys, we can't finish the
Sorry,
summer.
guys. The
We're going to
business
Fiji.
has no money, but we're going to Fiji.
Yeah.
So we'll be
Those
seeing.
Was
meal
there any
plans?
updates on
Sorry.
that? Was there any updates on
Of course, no. We got nothing,
it?
bro.
All American Dave's just out?
No.
Just
We'll
chilling?
go to Fiji and then we'll just say like we'll just offer you a defensive driving course.
Defensive driving.
Yeah. Well, as you guys are the most aggressive drivers I know.
All right, so
Great driver.
there was some beef. There was some beef yesterday. We were
the man, the myth, the legend, Mr.
yeah.
Cringe Ginge.
That's a good name. That's a Cringe Ginge. So Ginge fired off some shots towards our man Berkey yesterday. That he said they asked me to play live at the bike tomorrow. I wasn't
Call. Wasn't gonna. Call.
tomorrow. Wasn't gonna till I
call.
found out Berkey 11 was playing. Can't turn down free money. Berkey
Okay,
was
so
tight.
can we break this down real quick?
Yeah, let's break it down. Let's break down line by line.
So-
Wait,
Tweet
put it
breakdown.
back. Put it back, Guapo. Put it back.
Tweet
So they
breakdown.
asked me
they
to play
asked me to play live at the bike.
tomorrow. T capitalized for whatever reason.
Do
What?
we think that they asked him or did
he-
he ask
yeah.
them?
That's what we're getting at.
I've seen Twitter a lot.
Yeah, so
Okay,
he
what
went
you
to-
seen-
okay,
what you
okay,
seen on Twitter?
okay.
What you see
So
on Twitter?
He went from starting a war on private games to not going to a live at the bike game.
I also
Interesting? I think so.
I'm just saying, if you, this guy is. This guy's in everyone's replies going, invite, and he's saying I wasn't gonna play. Come on.
So he
I
was
called.
always gonna
He was
play.
always gonna play.
He,
gotta keep
begged,
the
he
story.
probably begged to play.
He probably said, please, mate.
He's like,
You got to keep the
Please,
story
mate, I'll
consistent.
wear the cowboy hat.
Yeah, you gotta be consistent. If you're not getting into games and now they're inviting you, you gotta keep the story consistent.
you don't think he's kept the same energy? You think he switched up energy?
Oh, of course. If you can't beat him, join him, right?
Dark side?
Dark side as fuck. That's how the dark side works. You
Wow, Landon, you've changed so much.
can't- Have I?
He's
I'm
so-
not saying I'm dark
No,
side.
you are.
I think you are now.
No,
swinging.
Nah.
I don't leave.
I've seen some.
I don't leave my house.
I've seen
do you
and
think of
heard
his
some
haircut?
shit thrown your way while I was gone. Where if I were here, I wouldn't stand for that shit. I would have beat some people up.
What happened?
Conrad.
Oh, from these people?
Yeah.
Bro, these people,
There were some fighting words going on.
bro, these people say what they want to say.
That's true facts.
You
Yeah.
gotta sometimes,
I'm just gonna,
Landon.
said what
Sometimes you
about
gotta use your reach and smack a bitch. You know.
I'm not gonna smack a bitch. I'm not gonna fuck a bitch. I'm not gonna do. not gonna do any of that.
God damn.
That all sounds fun to me.
All right,
I
so
don't-
Berkey
This is
replies.
in though, so you need to look for that. She got you.
Let's finish this off. So Berkey replies with like some sort of cryptic shit
I know.
here.
I really wish
Bro,
he.
it's
I
not-
What is
wish.
this why does Berkey just
What are
not
you
say
talking
suck
about?
my dick?
I
Like,
really wish. I wish he had run this by us because it's just like not a good response.
Okay, so this person's like reaching at like a hornet's nest.
He's
Yeah.
like
he's
an
messing with the
idiom.
hornet's nest.
Wait, break it down for us, Landon. Break it down.
Okay, so if you go back to the graphic for a second, let's go back to the graphic.
Don't tell our producer what to do. Only
We gotta go back to the graphic to break down the graphic. Do we not? Okay.
Okay.
So he's a little kid, little kind of cringy looking kid. He's got the rake going and he's messing with the hornet's nest.
Okay.
So what do you expect is going to happen?
So
when you're
Berkey's the
fucking with
hornet's nest?
Berkey is the hornet's nest.
Ah. Okay.
It's like when someone
It's
says
a
like,
saying.
yeah, it's like don't mess with the
it's an
hornet's
idiom
nest.
or whatever again.
Yeah.
Don't
Yes.
poke the beehive or something.
Right.
Christian, if you fuck with the beehive, you would expect the bees to then get mad at you,
Yeah.
right?
So Berkey's mad.
So he's messing with Berkey, aka the bees in the hornet's nest, who are then going to become mad and then take out that anger on the little cringe kid. So B Berkey is going to batter Cringe Ginge.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
man.
That's what we're
this
getting
is
at.
too
Too
much, and
Yeah,
it
yeah,
should have
yeah.
just said
It's not
like,
too much.
You
You guys
know
are
what
just-
the response should have been?
I looked at the picture and literally I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
I got
it.
it too. Like,
I was like,
he's fucking with the
It's too
hornet's
much.
nest. He's
I feel like
It's
Berkey could have done a little
it
better.
Could have
Okay,
been like way better. He had
you
such
know-
a good opportunity to do something funny.
listen,
What would you have done,
I
Melissa?
think he acted too
I
quick.
would have put
like
that
he
photo
busted the
that
nut
says,
way
like-
too fast.
It says like, it's the photo of the dog that I always send. Hold on.
plus three.
I'll
Send it
read
to Guapo.
Okay, it says. Okay, I'll send it.
It
to
better
Guapo.
not be a dick. I
No,
swear
it's
to
not.
God.
It's not a dick.
That's so annoying also.
Oh yeah.
Like all
That I keep sending
I'll
dick pics in our
randomly
chat?
just tune into the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it's just like a huge dick.
Yeah.
It's not.
Sometimes-
Let's not give him that. It
And
wasn't
it's
huge.
annoying because my phone saves it as a photo.
It does. It's very unfortunate.
Sometimes there was one time where I'm doing my Triton shit. I look up on WhatsApp and it's just a raging boner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
haven't
like,
gone through
what the fuck? I have to go
wow.
on my phone,
For
go
what it's
to the
worth,
dick,
just for what it's worth,
delete
that's
it.
not a recent dick pic. It's from like 2 years ago. So I think that like the time,
The timeline's important here.
what's it called? The statute of limitations has
Yo,
passed.
one of these days we need to just release our chat to the world.
Okay, so what's
not.
annoying is
Absolutely not.
after that happened, I yelled at Melissa in chat and she sent another dick.
She took it as a challenge.
Bro, she did. She was like, okay,
Oh
here
my
you go.
God.
Yeah, I haven't
damn
gone through
it.
my camera roll in so long because
And
of
then
this
she put a
reason.
head on someone's like
Yeah, I put the guy's face on the head
on
of
the
his
tip.
penis.
I'm like, what is going on,
Yeah.
man?
Okay, anyways, going back to the conversation at hand,
Yeah.
I think that Berkey could have done better with his cringed hornet's nest picture. And it was like, you know the idiom, like you mess with the bull, you get the horns?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know this?
Yes.
That would have been
basically
better,
that.
I think.
That would have been better. that would have been
Because
better.
he's reducing himself to a little
To
bug.
a little hornet's nest.
That's like
You
sort
see a
of.
hornet,
like
you're
a
going to be
little
happy?
bug.
Yeah, but it's a little bug.
Yeah.
It might
let's not-
sting you.
This is what I would have done.
Interesting opinion.
Oh
But
my God, what the fuck is
Interesting
this?
opinion, but don't care. Plus, didn't ask. Cope, seeds, pound sand, dilate. Go tell Reddit. Log off. I'm faster and stronger than you. I rejected your mom's advances. Touch grass. It never happened. Ratioed. You're what zero pussy does to a MF. Screen cap your bio. Kick rocks. I can smell your stench from here. You're going in my cringe compilation.
There will never be a world where Berkey ever posts
No,
that.
he'll never
It
do
That's
is
because he's too
way
boomer.
He's too cryptic.
He's too boomer for that.
It's too meme. Yeah, it's way too
Yeah,
meme.
he's not. That
Okay,
much
so
of a
Ginge
memer.
then responds to Berkey
Okay.
I rejected your mom's advances.
with
That's pretty funny.
this was
honestly.
this morning saying he
Here's
only needs
everything
2
I need to
napkins to
today.
win against
Alright.
Berkey.
You know, that's pretty.
It got
That's
3
fine.
likes. The people did not like it.
Cringe.
I don't know. I don't
cringe.
think that's that bad, but yeah, it's cringe.
The people didn't like it. You know,
I
when
think
we,
it's kind of funny, but
Like-
but by default, I have to say that's cringe.
it is cringe. Like when you say something great and you get a bunch of feedback from the people.
This
and
is
the
where I'm
forms of
at.
Likes and
Berkey's
social
ratio
media.
game has like definitely improved though.
But this is where I'm at.
Where you at?
Are they going to keep the same energy when they see each
no,
other?
of course not. No one ever does.
Brother, they never do.
I feel
Have
like
they
Berkey
ever-
might. I feel like Berkey might. He was a little tight today. Like,
He was a little
He was
tight.
like, he was not happy. Like, he was like, I don't know.
This fucking kid.
Yeah.
I feel like he might keep the same energy. I don't know.
I would like that. I mean, I feel like nobody does.
Has there ever been a quote unquote rivalry in poker that has ever had beef where the people that were angry at each
Why are we
other were
quoting
actually
everything?
angry at each other in
I mean,
real
that
life.
dude did smack the shit out of Phil Hellmuth one time. Well, like R.I.P. I forget his name. But
Grizzle?
he did. Who?
Grizzle.
Yeah, Sam Grizzle did smack fucking Phil Hellmuth right across the
I
mouth.
fucking
Really?
love Sam.
Yeah, Sam used to play 5-10 at the Win. But he was the nit. But he still smacked the shit out
But
of
like
Phil.
on a public thing.
It wasn't public though.
So,
I mean,
like,
this was pre-social.
When they go
like,
on like public stuff, it's like they'll be beefing all over Twitter and stuff, and then they see
Right.
each other in person, and they're like, "Oh,
yeah, they don't keep the
love
same
your
energy.
fucking beard, dude. Sick."
I love your beard.
I love your beard.
You
I
look
can
fucking
pull on
handsome.
it.
It's like, all right.
So what do we have
jeez.
prediction today? Because they played today 3 p.m. our time.
Pray for Matt. Pray for Matt to win. We need a win.
Berkey's up 160 or so from last week.
Yeah.
Then he got invited to the Chinese game that got canceled. I told him he was getting set up.
Yeah.
He's gonna get done dirty in that one.
He was gonna get done dirty. They were gonna hit him with the
Saved.
okey doke to get
Yeah.
that money back.
So he was saved.
And then that
Good
got
game.
canceled.
Good game. Real good game.
I was like, wait, you're going to where? He's
Yeah.
like, bro, the Chinese people invited me. I was like, oh no, oh no. I've seen this movie before, man. They did that to me with the Albanians, man. Don't do it.
What happened?
Don't do it.
Long
on.
story. Let's story for another day.
What's long? Let's just quick story.
I got cheated by Albanians.
Damn. Down bad.
What's up?
I mean, I got cheated by Albanians in Hoboken. This was years ago, though. Many years
The
ago.
Hoboken Albanians.
Yeah, with like some. Yeah, long story. I don't know how much statute of limitations there is.
Yeah.
What
But
is that? What is statute of limitation?
It's like when like
Like a crime expires.
yeah, like something expired, you can no longer be found guilty. Like after 10 years, I'll tell you everything, okay?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But right now, I don't know if you
you
snitch
think
on
we're gonna
me
be
and
alive
then,
in 10 years?
and then what's gonna happen?
Jesus.
What?
No, I just mean like.
What the fuck
No,
kind of
no.
comment
What
was
is that?
that?
No,
What do you say?
no.
What do you say?
He said, "You think you're gonna be alive
No,
in 10
that's
years?
not- that is
Are you
not-
planning on killing
No,
him?" or
that's
what?
not what I said. What I said is
You're a fucking
no. That's not what I said.
Yeah,
what I said
it
was,
is.
do we think we're going to be alive in 10
That's
years?
not what they heard.
Oh,
That
okay.
is, I did not
That's
say
what I
you. I
heard.
said
Okay,
we.
okay, okay.
And the reason I say that is because
I didn't hear that.
do
I
didn't hear
have
that
these.
either.
I have these thoughts that
I'm scared.
10 years is a long.
Is this-
No.
Okay, so did
What's happening, bro?
everyone
No,
wear
bro.
riot shields today?
No,
'Cause,
no.
This might get
No.
weird.
10 years is a long time, right?
Scared.
I don't know if I'm going to be alive in 10 years. I don't know if I'm going to be alive in 5 years. You don't know how long you're going to live for. Saying that you're going to make it to 10 years is like really taking it for granted.
I think you need
You just
a
gotta
little
live
bit of
life and
therapy.
You need to
appreciate
go to
every
You
day.
need to go to therapy.
You need to
No,
go to
you
therapy.
need a
Yeah.
little bit of therapy.
That's
It's okay.
deranged.
We all need it. But you're scaring me.
You are scaring me as well. Yeah, that's weird.
It's alright though. It's not that you can't talk.
It's
out.
like I don't want to fuck anything. I don't want to fuck any bitches. I don't think we'll be
So
alive
if
in
you
10
don't think
years.
you're gonna be alive in
what
5
is
years, why
happening?
aren't you fucking bitches?
Yeah,
you
why
don't want
aren't
to fuck
you
before
fucking-
you die.
I never
You might as well
said.
get some monkeypox.
No, I never said I wasn't. I said that you have to be grateful for the opportunity to be alive now. I can't even think that far
he's
into
How
the
did this
future.
get
Wait.
spun this way?
No,
How did this
I
get
don't-
spun from
it
we're all
doesn't
gonna
have to
die
be-
to you have to be grateful?
No one said we're all going to die. I said it's. You think we're going to be alive in 10 years?
Yes.
That's a long
I do
time.
think so.
It went from is Berkey gonna win today to are we gonna be alive tomorrow?
It's just a long time. I don't see the issue here. I don't feel like.
Can you go to a therapy session just for us, please? Just do it for us.
I have no
Maybe a couple
urges.
sessions.
I have no.
But you have like dark
willingness.
thoughts.
No, I just think about.
What do you
I
think's
think
gonna
about my
happen?
mortality sometimes. It's scary.
What do you think's gonna happen? Get hit by a bus or what?
Maybe you might get hit by a bus.
He
You might die
gets
in a plane
one
crash.
emo
You might die in a
haircut
car
and he's ready.
crash.
I've
odds
never
are-
walked outside to get
Yeah,
hit
you
by a
barely
bus.
walk outside. Come on. It's gonna be fine. The odds are so low. You're a poker player.
They
Think in
are.
probabilities.
That's why I still go outside.
Probability is you'll probably be
sometimes.
alive in 10 years.
I would like to be. Yeah.
I think the only thing you're sweating if the DoorDash guy is the serial killer.
No. No, dude. I don't make them open the door. They just drop it off and then they leave.
Or just like slipping and falling while sliding to the door to get DoorDash. With your
I do
socks.
slide in my socks.
He
around
slides
the house.
around the house with socks on. That you might not live doing that.
God,
It's
this
fun,
is
though.
so dark.
It's not. You don't have to. No, it's not.
They have apps for
It's
therapy now.
very
You know that, right?
It's very honestly.
They really
it's,
do. They have apps.
It's actually very Buddhist of you.
Wait, let's look up some apps. Go ahead, keep talking.
thinking about your mortality and meditating on your mortality.
Therapy,
It's
yeah.
very Buddhist of you.
I think about it. I don't act upon it.
Well, I know. I'm not saying you're suicidal.
Right. Like, I am just seeing it from the standpoint of
Look.
there is a very limited amount of time we as a collective have on Earth.
But
in
10
this.
years is you're gonna be 33.
It's called
not-
BetterHelp.
Jesus Christ.
What, you think you're gonna die before 33?
It's called BetterHelp. It has a 4.8 rating on the App Store.
I don't think I'm going to.
BetterHelp.
I
If you
just-
want to sponsor us,
We have we're in need.
I can give you a little test run of a ad, and we can go from there. Just hit me up on like Instagram, or you can email me, and we'll set something up.
I just posit the question. That's it.
BetterHelp, so you don't have to be like
Landon, I feel you.
No.
I
It
understand
actually
what
is like a very Buddhist thing to ponder your mortality.
No, you can't compliment sandwich me.
I'm complimenting
You can't compliment sandwich
I'm
like this.
doing
You
it.
can't say
I'm
you don't
doing
want to
it.
be like Landon, but also at the same time, that's pretty
I'm
Buddhist
doing
of
it.
you.
Well, I
It's
just did
stoic.
it. It is.
Oh, look at this. What is happening?
What's this for?
That's Star Wars.
Why are we
Why
punching
are we
Star
on
Wars?
Star Wars? I'm lost.
What does that have to do with it?
Oh, you're the dark side.
I'm
Poor
not on the
dark
dark
side.
side. Why am I on the dark side?
Dark side.
Landon, we're gaslighting Landon again.
We're just gaslighting you.
Landon, don't listen to them.
9. I think we're at 9.
You were so much like you.
Wait, what do you mean
Here
we're at
comes
9?
another
What is
guy.
that?
the gaslight counter's at 9.
That is exactly how a gaslight starts. You were so much different before.
No, like I didn't know you had these thoughts, man.
It's
all
not
right.
really that dark, but it's just sort of like
It could be easily
it's not.
put. It could be
It's not
seen
dark,
as dark.
but it's sort of like nonsensical if you think about the odds of you being alive in 10 years.
Yeah, what do you think your odds are?
pretty high.
Yeah.
But I also don't think about it all that often of how high it is because it's low. Like, you don't plan for the unfortunate circumstance.
Was this an emo haircut?
No.
No, the last one was emo.
Oh, Landon, I
one's
like your
not.
haircut, by the way.
Thank you.
Looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah, it does.
I didn't
It
like
looks
the
much
other one,
better.
It does look much better.
Yeah, it wasn't finished. It's finished now.
Yeah.
It's finished?
Yeah. This is, well, let's go back in a couple weeks. But now I'm going from never getting a haircut
Do you
in
cut
3 weeks.
yourself?
Whoa.
No, dude.
What the fuck?
I just needed to.
He's setting up your BetterHelp profile.
They asked me.
You can literally, what? Let's do this. Ask any question on there. I'll full answers, 100%.
No. That was
No,
the only
go
one.
on.
That was the only one that.
Not going to another
No,
one.
because
What else you got? I can do this all day.
I just needed to make sure.
I can do this all day.
That was not one of the questions, was
That's
it?
not, no.
He's just gaslighting those
He
questions.
had his background screen.
Yeah,
They
he's not
asked
even
it. They
looking at
asked it in a more, diplomatic way. Like
Was Landon self-harm?
No, I don't.
self-harm was. How do you know that was the exact words they used?
I've been to therapy.
No, I don't.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Spend my entire day going to the gym and hating my existence, but it's okay.
I think
Nothing
that
wrong
might
with
be a
therapy.
form of
I'm actually
self-harm.
going to go back to therapy soon.
Go to the gym.
Anyway, now we'll pick this up on Monday. Okay, this isn't over.
I'm not going to gaslight therapy with Christian Soto and Melissa.
Gaslight therapy,
Gaslight therapy.
$150 an hour.
You don't. No, they pay you because they just roast and laugh at you the entire
Yeah,
time.
you pay us.
I actually get paid $300 for this.
Wait,
That's not even enough.
wait, you pay us?
No, you're paying me.
Why?
You're
don't get
gaslighting
paid.
me and laughing at me.
That's what therapists do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they really do. You literally
Not
just
to
like
your
lay
face.
down
They
and you
everything they
talk
write
and they
down,
just
they're
write.
laughing.
They just fucking write and then they take this sheet and laugh at you outside.
Yeah.
They're like, look what this guy told me.
Bro, you really can't make this up. How are we even talking about this right now?
You started it.
I
You
didn't.
did. You started.
You
it.
started.
No,
You have to
no,
be
no.
careful when you open the
No?
can of worms.
Yep.
When you open that hornet's nest,
You don't open a hornet's nest. The hornets will
When you
clearly come and
open
sting you. You don't open it.
When you open that door on the hornet's nest.
Yeah. If you knock on the door on the hornet's nest, they'll come out.
all right. Talking about some animals. We're talking about a lot of shit this week. Chupacabras and
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra
chinchas.
get you, bro.
Ninjas.
A chincha could get you.
We found the chupacabra video. They found one.
Of South Texas, you never know
Baba's
what
about
might
to
be
roll it
lurking
up.
around the corner
can only imagine.
or in your tree.
And he saw this strange animal sitting up here eating corn.
In Ratcliffe, a small town in DeWitt County, residents
deodorant?
are certain they found the mythical,
They found this.
despicable
Wow.
Chupacabra. And this time, it's a lie. Jackie Stock says her husband.
Yo, but really, what is that?
It's like a wombat.
Have you guys?
Called me to come and look. And
Have you
I
guys
said,
seen the
"Bubba,
mobile
that
app?
looks like
It's a really
baby
old video.
Chupacabra."
It's the
With its
Mobile,
hairless
Alabama,
back, large
like leprechaun
claws,
that they
countless
found.
teeth,
No, look at this
and ferocious
Chupacabra, man. This
growl.
guy's lit.
Many would
He'll
say
fuck
this
you up.
animal
Thing's fucked
fit the
up.
bill.
Landon, do you think you could fight that?
Wait, let's listen to this guy.
20 years with dogs and all that, and I ain't never seen this one look like that right there.
Palmer says one of the big signs it's not a raccoon is its growl.
Coon don't make that noise, or a possum.
You didn't hear
What
that
makes
growl?
that noise? I guess Chupacabra does. I don't know.
Can't hear anything.
Here in DeWitt County, most people are convinced this is the elusive Chupacabra, but what do
Oh my
wild
god. She's trolling so hard.
Like, this is such a fucked up piece. This is how shitty our
Brent
society
Vertigo, a
is.
biologist with
Oh,
Texas
this guy's in
Parks and
biology. He's about to
Wildlife,
break this
says
down.
the can
Fuck
include a
is
coyote,
going
dog, or
on?
even
Doesn't
a
he have
fox.
something better
He
to
says
do?
the animal most
All of
likely
these
has
people have
This
something
is a
better to do.
Chupacabra for
Does it
real.
lose
Like,
its
what is
hair?
this though?
But as
This
for
is
a
like
Chupacabra, well,
okay.
he thinks otherwise.
Stop!
I love whoever made that is
Yo,
hilarious.
I'm not gonna lie,
This
man.
is so fucked up.
I'm not gonna lie. If you could like think on the
What do
people,
we think that
on
was?
the people I know,
I think it was
of
like
the
a
people that have
wombat,
like the ability to
mongoose.
gaslight, Christian Soto is #1 on that list.
Okay,
I'm literally
we
just-
we are not going back
Yeah,
into
we
this.
already finished this.
We-
one.
No, he's doing it right now.
Why? I'm just asking what you thought it was.
Guapo, can you search? This is also fun. The Mobile, Alabama, Mobile, like the gas station, Alabama leprechaun. It's the same thing,
We're gonna go
sort
on
of,
a YouTube loop
and
now.
it's just as fucked up, maybe
No, I think
more
this is
fucked
awesome.
up.
What do you mean fucked
Yeah,
up?
that's
What's
how-
fucked
Well,
just
up?
in time
All right,
for
let's
St.
break this down
Patrick's Day,
while he's
crowds are
doing
coming by
this.
the
It's a new-
dozens to
no,
get an
it's up
up-close
right
now. I
look
think
what some
that
say
was like-
is a piece of Irish folklore.
Some people in the Triton area
Like,
of Mobile say
what are these
a
newscast people
leprechaun
actually doing with
is
their
taking
fucking
up
lives?
residents in their neighborhood.
They're making fun
A
of human
leprechaun.
beings. That's
NBC
it.
15's Brian Johnson.
That's what I
has
would
more.
do if I was a newscaster.
Curiosity leads to large crowds in Mobile's Triton community. Many of you bringing binoculars, camcorders, even camera phones to take pictures.
To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. I gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else in the leprechaun say yeah?
There are
Eyewitnesses
good
say the leprechaun only comes out at night. If you shine a
Is it
light in
like
its
is it
direction,
just like
it
a
suddenly
midget?
disappears. This amateur sketch
Stop.
resembles what many of you
What
say
the
the
fuck
leprechaun
is
looks
this?
like. Others find it hard to believe and have come up with their own theories and explanations for the image.
My theory is it's casting a shadow from the other limb.
Could be a crackhead that got hold to the wrong stuff. And it told him to get up
Well, are they gonna show it?
a leprechaun.
There's nothing to show.
I'm sitting here waiting to see the leprechaun.
See, at least I brought proof. I brought
So this is
He
it's
suited
the
up
same
from
shit
head to
as the
toe.
Chupacabra,
No,
right? You're
spells
taking
right
the fucked
You're
up
taking a
thing,
mythical
and then you get
image,
all
yeah.
these people that actually are like,
I would be right there with them.
But
Like, let's
time
see
out.
this
What
fucking
was that
leprechaun.
animal?
who cares?
I don't care. Yeah, I mean,
Yo,
It's
that
not
animal-
a fucking
wombat.
Chupacabra.
It was like a
what are we
wombat or
doing
something.
right
Nobody
now?
knows what that animal was.
How are we amplifying this right now, Christian? What the fuck?
Bro, you haven't been
What is
following.
this
We've been
segment?
breaking down all these things in these
Andre,
last podcasts.
you're talking about animals that we could beat in a fight.
That could kill you. Yeah, I
No,
definitely.
that the Chupacabra. That is a.
What is
That
it?
was a Chupacabra. Didn't you hear them?
I mean, I was just waiting to see the leprechaun. I thought it was going to be
The
just like a
leprechaun-
short guy.
the
He's like,
leprechaun's
guys,
too
what the fuck,
elusive.
man? Stop gathering around my
Not
house.
for nothing. I believe
Enough.
the artist is
I'm not a
sketch.
leprechaun.
So some people think it's a hairless raccoon. Some people thought a raccoon mated with a fox.
No, it's like,
Where'd you find out what they thought it was?
You just
Because-
post it on
It's just
Reddit
like a
and they'll let you
mole or
know.
something.
I've
Yeah.
seen
These
this multiple
crowds
Deep in
times.
the
comments
back-
right now.
Reddit will just know what it is.
Reddit does know a lot.
They
yeah,
know
Reddit
everything.
knows everything.
Literally everything.
Except how to have sex with a woman.
Oh, tell us more about that.
Just kidding. They actually do. They have a sex section.
I'm sure they do.
People
They
go
have
on
everything.
deep dives on Reddit for a lot of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I've learned a lot
Literally
on there.
everything.
Dude, they killed that. Wait, they didn't kill him, but the founder of Reddit. There's like a whole like conspiracy over this kid. Like,
Yeah.
where
something
like
that.
like his mission was to like take all like the school libraries and make it public because it was all public domain and they shouldn't be charging for that stuff. And then he got like indicted for all that with the Department of Justice. It was like a whole thing.
I don't know anything
You
about
know what?
this.
I came across an
We're gonna do a
interesting
deep dive
question
on that.
yesterday that was on TikTok, but it was, what is a red flag that like you have for other people, but that you give yourself a pass for having?
Ooh.
What do you mean?
Shit, that's deep.
Right?
What do you mean?
What do you?
What do you mean? What do I mean? I mean
Like-
exactly what I said.
Okay.
So like a double standard.
Yeah, like that you have for yourself. Like you would be like, oh, I'm not into that, but like you are that.
So for example, mine would be having a penis.
Okay, that's an easy. It's a cop out
Yeah,
answer.
obviously.
That's a very politics answer.
You know, another thing would be like if I have like a certain neurosis, right? Like
I feel like that would be a pretty introspective question. You have to
Yeah.
think a while about that.
correct.
Yeah.
I mean,
question.
Like some people, like let's say you're a poker player, but you wouldn't date someone who
Yeah.
gambles a lot.
Oh.
Or like you have a temper, but you wouldn't date someone with a temper.
I feel like everyone's just kind of making. Okay, I get it. So things that you make exceptions for yourself because it's you, but not
then
for
like
others.
for others, it's like, oh, that's unacceptable.
Interesting. I'll have to think about that.
Yeah.
You don't have
Like
an
for
answer?
you, Melissa, it's a poker player, right?
Yeah. That's one of them.
Kind of.
I have plenty of double standards for myself. I realized yesterday on the podcast, I was like, whoa, I'm kind of a fuckboy.
Yeah.
There was a J. Cole.
Literally the
J.
girl
Cole
I'm
has
talking
been-
to. I had to explain so long. Why does Melissa think you're a fuckboy? I'm like, oh my god.
There's a line
We'll
that's really.
go back a few episodes.
I'm like, did you listen to the part where I said I'm only talking to one person? She's like, that's what a fuckboy would say.
That is
I'm
what
like, I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn,
She's
can't
not
win.
wrong.
There's a line
He's
in a
not
J.
wrong.
Cole song where he says, "Farm F word, the hose," but then
Why'd
you
you say F
realize.
word?
Wait,
that-
what?
The line
What do you
goes,
say?
"Farm fucking the hose,"
Okay.
but you realize that you is the hoe.
Yes.
What album was that?
It's the new one it was his latest album. Yeah.
Okay.
It was very pertinent to the situation for your realization here that you might.
So I just thought that would be an interesting question to pose to the group.
I think
Yeah.
we gotta really think. Like,
yeah,
that was
think
deep.
on it. Yeah.
I want to
It's a
see
good
that.
self-reflection question.
Can we bring that Chupacabra video back on?
No.
That shit was nuts, bro.
There's so much that like there's so many qualities that I wouldn't look for. Like
What? Tell us.
the way I work.
Like that
My-
you work too much?
You want
I
a
work way too
hardworking
much.
woman?
But like
No.
if you work a
No,
lot,
no, no.
like
Oh my God.
wouldn't you want her to be busy too?
No,
Because what if she's just sitting there like, when will my husband return?
definitely not. I mean, I don't think correct. I
Oh,
don't
here
want that
we go.
for sure.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
It's nothing super controversial, bro.
Nah.
It's just I've met very ambitious women.
Yeah.
And they're literally undateable. Like,
Is that why
Why?
Berkey says
Why?
I'm undateable?
I think because they need to be because women aren't.
He's watching his words. Yo, he is watching his words so much.
You're
No.
just trying to find the sense.
okay.
You're trying to
Don't
find-
worry,
correct.
man. We're not
In
getting
like
canceled.
the competitive high-level business world,
yeah.
there just aren't that many women. So they need
Yeah.
to be like almost like an avatar
Uh-huh.
of the ambitious.
There's like studies on it actually.
On Reddit.
Sure.
Yeah, so I've met one of those girls recently, and I thought that there would be something there, and I was just like, oh god, this is just like a whole different level that I'm just not ready for.
Interesting.
Actually, I think I talked about it with you guys.
Did?
Did I?
No.
We'll talk about it after.
The one
The one that stayed over my house for a month.
Oh shit. Okay.
Did you guys not know about this?
No.
No, I did know about it. I did
Okay,
know about
okay,
it.
yeah.
Seems
anyway.
like some know and others don't.
I'll tell you guys later.
What do you know? What do you know?
Man, we have so many stories to divulge to the public. Like slowly though.
Yeah.
It comes with time. We need to pass the statute of limitation.
Yeah.
Like after like a year, he'll tell the story.
Okay, I need to think on how to tell that story, and make sure that nobody's listening.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
really.
you heard my podcast recently? Oh no, cool.
Y'all ever notice how Conrad is like so quiet?
Whenever
anytime
we talk about like dating stuff.
For real,
Because he
it's
doesn't want to get in trouble. Like,
literally. I literally put myself on the edge of fucking breakup every time I
Yeah.
open my mouth.
Yeah,
You risk your
listen,
life
then-
for this.
And then he's just like,
Happy wife, happy life.
literally. It's
I
just
got-
like, wow.
Yo, but Conrad, you went back to Queens for like 8 hours, right?
Countrywide Conrad
To
on
hang
their
out with the
Austin
girl?
trip.
yeah, he's got a sugar mama.
It's crazy. Because I hit up Queens too when I was back.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Why didn't you bring one of those models back?
I should have.
That's what you should have done. What is wrong with you?
You can sit right next to you.
Here's the other crazy thing. To graduate college, you need to speak English 100% in Spain. So they all knew English, but they were acting like they didn't know English when they were there.
Wow.
That's funny.
So it was
That's
really
good.
interesting.
That's great.
That's smart.
Huh.
Really, really nice
Yeah.
to
Was
hang with
English your
everyone
first
afterwards.
language?
Yeah.
Oh, lucky.
My brother was bilingual, and he still dreams in Japanese.
Mm.
He lived there for 7 years, though. He's older. I only lived there for 1.
You lived in Tokyo?
Japan.
Wait, you're
Tokyo.
fluent?
No.
Okay.
Landon,
No.
English was
I
your
can't speak
first language?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
What else would
What
it
else?
be?
Yeah. What else?
I don't know. You could be like British.
British speaks English.
Oh my
Bro,
Lord.
what?
No, I meant, Ireland. I don't know.
So did
Ireland,
you guys,
huh? Ireland. What's the
Ireland.
language there? What's the language in Ireland,
I have
Christian?
no idea, dude.
English.
was the
English was my second language. I don't know.
Don't make this about you.
was any of the
Just
real
talking
talk,
shit.
the bullshit, well, the school shit? Are we talking about that at all?
We try to fade it because it was pretty triggering on both sides.
Yeah,
That's the only reason I faded it.
that's.
I mean, we can touch it if you want.
I don't know if we should. We went into the whole George Floyd era stuff, and we were dying at that time.
Listen,
but I
man, we
feel like-
spoke briefly about like some gay laws, and we got fucking wrecked.
Yeah,
Like
I
the
mean,
chat
I
went
just-
ballistic.
The-
They're
For
like,
what it's
you
worth-
don't know
For what it's
shit.
worth, we did get it wrong, but then we
Yeah,
fixed it.
Berkey's spreading misinformation to us.
Oh, Berkey was trying to spice it up, and then they were like, "You're an ignorant
Spice it up.
liberal," and I was
Spice
like,
it up.
"God damn, this
Turns out
is
that
why.
wasn't the law at all.
Stop listening to the media." It's like,
Yeah, that's why I don't want to touch any of that stuff because it's just like becomes belligerent
I
in the
get it.
chat. So
I have
So
this problem sometimes where it's like, even on social, I get trigger shy to even mention like I'm having fun in Spain.
it's because you're a Libra.
It's true. That's exactly.
We're like passive bitches.
I'm scared of the monkeypox. That's the only shit I'm scared of right now. That shit scares the shit out of me. I saw some photos. I was
Well,
like,
yeah,
I don't
you
want
should be
that. I don't
scared.
want that.
It's
I don't want
affecting
that.
gay men like a lot. So
It's a gay men thing. Oh, I guess I'm off. Nothing against gays.
I don't
I'm
know.
just-
I
haven't been-
read something that was like gay men should be weary of something because I think it's transmitted. I don't know. Is it
That's where it
transmitted
started?
anally
Did
or
it-
something? I don't know.
I literally have no idea.
well,
I'm
in that case, just kidding.
Sounds like we should figure out what is going on with.
We're
before we
literally
talk
always
about
on the verge of getting canceled. Like we're literally like right there on the line.
I'm just
every
I'm
fucking
just always
time.
on the verge of like overexposing myself. Like you think I expose? I am. I am not on the verge. I'm always overexposing myself.
I mean, it is what it is. When you're literally, you say stupid shit all the time. Like I had a brain slip where I says like, "Oh, you don't speak English? British." This is like, "Oh,
Yeah.
well, fuck." Whoop, whoop, doo-doo-doo. Like it's like obviously
Is that a
I'm always
chupacabra?
towing the line.
the chupacabra
I'm always towing the
shit
line.
was funny, but all right. So there was a hand that went down on high stakes poker.
We're really jumping all over the place, but yes.
What do you want to talk
What do you
about?
want to fucking talk
No,
about?
I'm just saying
No,
we're going from
no.
we're
Let's give us the
everywhere.
topic. Give us the topic.
Let the man
Sunshine.
transition. Jesus.
I get we're transitioning. I'm just saying we're really across the board here. We're covering all the bases.
Well, we were trying to fade the monkeypox.
Uh-huh.
Oh, go on. You're good.
Listen, man, you take the fucking
Yeah. Yeah. Switch seats,
you
guys.
fucking guy.
Taking
run a
over your
show around this
spot.
guy.
Yeah.
What the hell's
Nothing's
going
good
on?
enough.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, what's the hand?
Okay. All right. So we're gonna let you break down this hand, Landon. Okay. So there's a hand that goes down on high stakes poker that was much talked about that people wanted us to talk about yesterday in the comments.
Yeah.
And we had some conversations in the chat about this when it went down. And so this hand comes pretty standard. It goes, well, a limp and then an ISO, a call, and then Eric's going to lead the King 7-5 board mono. It's called. So let's stop right there. Pause it there, please. Okay, so let's break this down.
Mm-hmm.
What is your leading range here, brother?
0.
Why? You have top 2.
Yeah, I have top 2. I'm leading 0. Check range. Check.
Why? So you don't agree with Casino?
I unfortunately don't agree with Casino Eric here.
But he's been crushing, though.
He is.
He might be better than you.
Eric gets to play the game because he gets to lead in these spots. I don't get to play the game because I don't lead in this spot.
Then should we start leading in these spots?
Probably. Sounds like I should be learning to lead in these spots.
You gotta unlock the no block, bro.
Throw in a couple leads.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
No, you can't. But you can't do them correctly, or else you won't be able to play either.
No. Throw in a couple incorrect leads.
Yeah.
You know.
You gotta throw in the incorrect lead so that you can play the game.
Yeah.
Especially if you have top 2. How bad can it be?
Okay, what is your now new lead range?
Top 2, baby.
Top 2
and
only.
top 2 lead, baby.
Is that it?
Top
It's
2.
just top 2?
No, honestly, if you lead top 2 on the monotone out of position 4 ways, like how bad can it be?
Pretty bad. Yo, he says this literally smile. You can't keep it in. It's not great. It's not great.
Betting your hand can never be bad. You know what happens to me all the time, bro? I land on the river and I check a hand that's supposed to check, and then the recreational checks and he goes, bet your hand. And I'm like, fuck,
Sounds
man.
like you should bet the hand if you want to keep playing that game.
So Casino Eric bets his fucking hand. He ain't letting it check through. Anyway,
he doesn't want to
let's go to the turn.
Let's see a turn.
Yeah.
So Garrett doesn't raise the flop. Why doesn't Garrett raise the flop?
You should raise his hand.
So Garrett doesn't raise the flop. That's weird. Okay. Faces another bet. Wait.
Wow, it's very odd that Garrett didn't raise the flop here.
I mean, he has a fucking set. Dude, this guy is a fucking boss.
He's a boss.
Man.
That's why you bet top 2. You're a boss.
He's sitting with $500,000 talking shit.
I'm not a boss, so I don't bet.
Look at him.
He has $1 million in front
This
of
is
him.
incredible.
He has 929,000 in front of him.
That's $1 million.
He's sitting with $1
For what
million.
it's worth, we're joking that he should have raised the flop. People don't get that.
Wait, so you wanted Garrett to raise here?
I think Garrett should have raised the flop.
You think?
Landon?
I think so.
I thought you were joking.
I don't know, man. It's a
I
different
don't know.
game.
It can't be that bad. He has a set.
Stop.
Okay. Garrett takes 20 minutes to fucking call.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
All right.
He's Garrett, so does he pair the board? No.
All right. And now shit gets weird. So I'm going to cut off the mics for a second so that these guys you all can hear what's about to happen. But shit gets a little bit weird. So let's see what happens.
That's annoying that you didn't raise me here. Really annoying. Man, I feel like you really, really like your hand. You're just hoping I would 3-barrel it? You missed? I missed, and what are you gonna do? You got like 560, something like that? I couldn't see your cranberries. Thank you. I got it. Not quite 5.
I get the feeling Eric's gonna check. 1, he thinks he might be beat, and 2, if Garrett was calling with like the ace of clubs,
I feel like the right bet.
He's gonna give him a chance to bluff.
If I check is 70. Would you bet 70 if I check? Garrett? I'm gonna check.
Check.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what's happening. He might be beat, and he's giving Garrett a chance to bluff if Garrett missed. And if Garrett doesn't bet, I'm leaving the studio, and you're going to take over by yourself.
I'll mop up.
You can finish up. Mop everything up.
I got it. Maybe a shot clock would be easier to play against Persson, right? Less talking.
Maybe a muzzle.
And
what happened?
What's that about?
What are you doing, man? I was calling. I thought you were betting. You can do whatever you want.
I actually have never seen that play.
It's okay.
I have no idea what to do now.
You can do whatever you think is right, and it's okay.
Garrett clearly has 75,000, 3 cranberries in his hand.
I was probably calling.
Well, you have to call now.
Wily veterans. You wily veterans.
It's nothing like that at all. I'm in this weird spot when you put a chip in before I bet.
I know. I was eager. That was my bad. I was trapping you. Sorry.
He's gotten in everybody's head. Everybody.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. Garrett has a choice of betting if he wants to now.
You could reach for more.
I don't know if he can bet more. I know Eric has to call.
That'd be actually really sick.
If he bets the 75,000. That's what I would assume.
Appreciate it if you did. I think.
Garrett is definitely not thinking about betting more.
Where's your shot clock now? You're like, can we get a shot clock?
Okay, I mean, I've decided I'm checking, but I feel bad. Like, I don't know what.
I don't believe it.
Don't feel
Sheesh.
Wow, that was just
Did you check back?
another.
Yeah.
All right.
That was
I don't
Just
know
another
what
perfect
was going
play.
on. That was crazy. Okay, so Eric throws the chip in
He talks for a long time before.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
You know, speech play, of course.
So is he just auto call there? If he throws
I
the
guess
chip in?
he's committed. If Garrett was to have dropped those chips, he's committed.
Not in a private game. He's probably gonna.
Probably
They
fine
probably
in
told him
private
to take
game.
it back and do what you want.
Yeah.
Well,
But
no.
it
If
is a
Garrett,
private
the
game.
chips that Garrett had in hand.
Oh yeah. I'm
If
sorry.
Garrett would have just dropped it, that's he's gonna that's a call. Garrett can't go back and grab more chips or whatever.
Right,
that's
right.
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, he could, but they won't. That won't happen.
No.
Do you think he should have
it
bet
won't
there?
happen, but I
That
think
won't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, Garrett's in a free roll situation.
Garrett can bet whatever he wants. It's auto call.
Right.
Technically.
Yes, but that will never happen.
Of course.
Right.
Right.
But whatever was in Garrett's hand would have been called.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Or like whatever, because obviously Garrett knows what price he was thinking about on the river when he was going to bet. Be like, okay, I was going to bet this much. Like, let's say he had 3 cranberries, he was going to say 65,000. It was probably just going to be 75 for all intents and purposes, but the bet would be what he intended the bet to be.
I'm like pretty sure he had 4 cranberries.
Yeah, it
in
might
his
have been
hand.
100K.
But yeah, but whatever.
Whatever was in his
Regardless.
hand was going to be the bet for all intents and purposes. And it seems like after you throw a chip in there and say like, whatever it is, I was probably calling, and then it seems like you're in a spot where you get called. Like the chip signifies a call.
But like,
Yeah.
You
Of
can't
course.
throw in a chip and
No,
then
he
he
was calling.
bets
We know that.
and then folds. Yeah.
No. He was calling.
Yeah.
He was
Right.
100% calling. But
Yeah.
now, what do we do in Garrett's spot?
I
which is bet
personally
what I was
would
gonna
have.
bet.
I personally would have bet what was in my hand if
Yeah.
I was mid bet. Be like, okay, I'm gonna bet this. He's like, oh, you can do whatever you want. Like, sure, I'm gonna
So
bet
do
this
you
amount.
think that
Change Garrett's hand to the nuts.
I would still bet what I was going to bet. I would not change
it
my
an
bet to a
angle?
jam.
this is the weird part about the whole
It's
situation?
not because
Does
yeah,
Garrett now, because Garrett ends up checking, right? Does that mean that Garrett just thought that there was that clearly means that Garrett thought there was a frequency in which he
got
did
in
not
his
have the best
head.
hand,
He got in his head.
right? Because the way that Eric was talking was like, bro, I was trapping you. Like, I got like, it seems like he just has like a low flush,
Yeah.
at least
Yeah.
at a
Exactly.
frequency,
Yeah.
right?
That's what I would think too.
Yeah.
I mean, he went lead. He went lead into the field.
Right.
Lead check is pretty. It'd be like small flush or
Yeah.
like hand like he
Or
has.
top 2.
Yeah, or top 2, I guess. That's how you balance.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know what to think.
I mean, I've had these conversations like slight.
With who?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who, man. It doesn't matter who. Doesn't matter who. Where there's the side that's taken of actions have consequences in the sense of when you act out of turn when you're not supposed to, when a bet isn't being made, you're effectively like you should be in some regards punished for your action of making a mistake. Because if you only bet what is in your hand in that regard of when they make a mistake, your action now changes because your bets are predicated on, in some cases, especially in a live arena, what you think the person will call.
Right.
But once the person already signified that they are going to call by acting out of turn and making a mistake, it makes sense for there to be a punishment for said action.
Okay, I'll give you a scenario.
If you bet the hand, like if you bet what you're going to, the person that does what they do doesn't make a mistake.
I'll give you a scenario. You tell me if this is right or wrong.
I'm really bad at these, but
No. I mean, it's your opinion. It's your opinion. It's
Go
your
on.
opinion. Okay. You make a forward motion.
Yes.
Right. With the pot is, call it $50.
Sure.
You make a forward motion, right, with about, call it $75 of chips in your hand. You're about to cut out a bet.
Yep.
And the person says call.
Yeah.
But you didn't finish your bet. You didn't even. Nothing happened. Right. Can you say all in?
As in the forward motion did not happen yet. You just cut out the bets.
We cut out bets. We're about to.
You're
We
like-
could literally just go
You're
all
like
in,
this.
right? So you have chips in hand. The pot's $75
You're
or whatever,
across the line.
and the person already says call.
Yeah.
Like they snap call.
Correct. Theoretically, the person that says call needs to wait for the chips to be put over the line.
Yes.
So should they be punished now with you saying all in? They're committed to that bet, which could be like 20x the pot.
Yeah.
Yes, it could
Right?
be a lot.
Also,
And you're
it's-
just sitting there with the nut. Like you just have top set. And you're just like, well, I'm in a
Yeah,
free roll
that's a weird
spot,
one.
all in. The guy's like committed to calling.
Yeah, it's nasty.
And you just
I feel kind of shitty doing like an all in if I clearly wasn't gonna do that though.
right, but this is the scenario that
Okay, so
Landon's
the
presenting, right?
Right.
Here's
Because
Sorry.
you get punished. You're
So,
punishing the person.
if we're gonna let Garrett check here, and we should be allowed to go all in. It's the same exact thing.
Yeah.
You're changing your decision
correct.
That's
midway.
true. Yeah, that's true.
And honestly, if people are gonna get mad at him saying all in afterwards, they should be getting mad at him for checking there because he changed everything completely.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that based off of like the principle itself, while it feels like you're taking advantage of a situation, right? Because someone says call when they shouldn't. At the same time, and within the rules of the game, right? From what I've learned from the last time I took a stance regarding the rules of the game on the podcast. The rules of the game state you need to wait for the bets to be announced before you make your action. Therefore, if you're making an action preemptively before hearing what the bet is, that's verbal and which counts. Like if someone says in the $50 pot, $100, right? If they say 100, that counts as the bet. And you
Right.
snap call. That's 100. You know it's 100. In this case, if you don't wait for the bet to be put out, you are opening yourself to be taken advantage of.
Absolutely.
So if someone goes all in, that is your fault for acting first. 100%.
So I think there's
And there can't be a gray area of like, oh, it's only 500 when you have the nuts, right?
I
Like,
don't think that is
actions have consequences.
the gray area. The gray area right now is what we're doing as Garrett, not so much.
yeah, like so should Garrett be allowed to check?
If Garrett wants to go all in, well, he
What if
checks.
this? What if Garrett actually was losing? Right? What if Garrett had the worst hand and Casino had a flush?
Yeah.
Right? And he snap called because Garrett put the chips forward.
Yeah, like and that's why these spots are always so gray, and why I think Garrett can do effectively whatever he wants.
What if it was a versus a pro?
Well, here,
You
let
think
me.
he would have done the same
Let
thing?
me. A pro wouldn't have done what Eric did.
Well, we
Yeah,
don't
but
know
what
that.
if the pro did
We
that
could,
by
we-
accident?
We could, some pros could just be
For all
Lucy,
intents and purposes,
Lucy
the
eating a
way that I
sandwich.
see
Yeah,
it-
loosey goosey eating a sandwich at the
Yeah.
table.
Okay, so the way I see it in this spot is that when Garrett has the option and the opportunity to take an action, and then that action then gets changed and stifled by someone else making a mistake, only Garrett knows what his bet was going to be prior to Eric doing that. Correct? No one
But
else.
Garrett, sorry,
Hold on, no one else-
Casino is assuming the maximum amount Garrett's going to bet is what is in Garrett's hand,
Also,
which is
for what-
100,000.
Right.
For what it's worth, Garrett.
Unless he's doing some Tom Dwan shit where he just like drops chips and says all in.
Listen, Garrett's hand is nowhere. I'm watching it right now. Garrett's hand is nowhere near the line. Like he's not even like
Correct.
forward motion. Like it's just like he has chips out here.
Okay.
But
Like
he has
he's not
chips-
like.
No, but these guys don't play with line.
Okay, so
No, I mean, but what I'm trying to say is like the chips are just like in his hand. Like he's not making
But he's-
any.
he's
playing with them and he's like this, but like he's not doing anything to make the bet yet.
he didn't move his hand at all
It
forward.
doesn't look like it. Like I'll watch it again, but.
Anyways, the reason why I think Garrett can do what he wants is because only Garrett knows his action in this moment.
Correct.
Only he knows if he's going to bet 75K, 100K, 65 with the cranberries he has in his hand, right? Only he knows.
He picked
So
them up.
so in order to protect the integrity of the game,
All right, let's look at it. So he picks them up and then he gets snapped. So these chips look like they're about to go in.
Yeah.
It's like.
they are. Like they are about to go in. However,
Honestly,
from the
I think it's just whoever's betting, it's up to what they feel comfortable doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
right.
it's
So
a free roll spot, though.
if they feel comfortable with going all in,
Yeah.
they should not be. You shouldn't feel bad about that.
Well,
because
it's up to them if they feel bad about it or not.
Right. From the perspective of like, let's say this was on TV, like
Like
this
if
was
it's
on High
bad for
Stakes
the
Poker.
game, or like
Right.
the person there is good for the game, and they would feel bad about taking advantage of a situation like that, then that's on them.
I don't think it's taking advantage of a situation when the person.
What I'm saying is it's up
in a
to the
disadvantage.
person who is making the decision. So you wouldn't feel bad about it. Someone else might.
So you wouldn't
Someone
feel
else
bad if
who's-
you just are sitting there with like the stone nuts and you just rip it all in?
I
For, like, 5x
personally
pot?
would do something different. Like if I had the nuts in that spot, I would still bet the size that was in my hand. But I'm not everybody.
Yeah.
Some people would go all in there and feel no remorse about
It's
it.
It's definitely
And
about
I don't
who it's against for me.
I don't think who it's
Who's like
against should
someone you
matter.
don't
If it's
like?
Chin against, just like somebody like that, like I'm 100% like all in. fuck
Chin
shit.
would never do that.
Like 100% all in. Like
She would have the super nuts and call.
Okay,
Sure,
so
I'm
let's
just saying,
say
like-
let's say you have deuce 7 there and it's a complete bluff, right? And they're playing the deuce 7 game or something. Are you checking?
No.
You're not. You're just donating
You're
the
just putting
100K.
the money on,
just
knowing you're
gonna
getting
let
called?
them take
I
your
would
money?
do what I thought my hand would do. But what I would do is different than what the rules
just
should
torching.
be.
Sure.
So you're, of course it's torching. That's not the point.
Okay.
The point is, if I have 100K in my hand and I was going to bet that regardless of what Eric was doing, I would make that bet.
I think that's fine as long as you're consistent, right? Like
Of
you
course.
have shown
I
consistency.
do not expect other people to do the same. I would expect them to check.
Sure.
Right?
More information has become available. I checked.
yeah.
It's fair.
You know, but I think if we are allowed to check, like we're giving ourselves the agency to check, we should also be able to give ourselves the agency to go all in.
Right.
Like,
So
so those are two of the same actions to me.
Well, the argument against, right, would be you're in one instance, if you have the nuts, you're taking advantage of them making a decision, and in the
You're
other
doing the
one,
same thing.
Well, in the other one, where if you're bluffing, you're now the one that's taking advantage and not profiting. You're preventing yourself from losing, right?
It's the same thing. It's the same delta of money, right? Oh, it's just different amounts. If
Well,
I
one is
save
all
money
in.
or if I make money,
Agreed.
it's the same shit,
Yeah.
right? So to me, it doesn't matter.
Right. So in this instance, you would do you think that Garrett acted in the spot in the way that made the most EV for him?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Because in a way, I think he was sort of convinced that this person had a very good hand.
You can tell
And
by
he-
when he flips over his hand.
Yeah.
Right, and
He's like,
he
I got it.
couldn't determine how
Never mind.
strong. It was pretty convincing that Casino had a really good hand.
Yes.
And
He's
it's just
doing
like,
a chip
we
before
just
Garrett put a
don't
bet
know
out.
how good is this hand. Like, is it top 2? Is it a flush? He said he was trapping me. I believe he was trapping me.
Also, he has like, for all intents and purposes, bottom set for the whole time. He the other guy never has 2s there, right? Never has deuces.
Right.
I think
and
so
he has like 10 million different flush combinations.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Who knows?
Dude,
right?
he
Who
has
knows
the 10-3 suited.
Who knows how much?
For sure,
Who knows how much he bet
He
bet
has a
checks?
Conrad range.
He has the
Who
Jack
knows how much he
5.
bet
He
bet
has them
checks?
all.
Deuce 3.
He has them all.
Anyways, I think when somebody makes a mistake, you are allowed to then take advantage of their mistake. That is the point of them making a mistake.
So what you're saying is,
But you wouldn't do that.
Your thesis is you're
I'm
allowed to
different
do
than
that, but I
everyone
wouldn't
else.
do that.
Like, if I had the nuts, I would not go all in there because I had 100K in my hand and I would put 100K down. Right?
But your
that's probably what
argument
I would
was
do.
he was the only one that knew how much he would bet.
Garrett, you are the only one in that situation who knows how much you would bet prior to the antics of Eric. Right? No one
Right.
else can know that you're going to go all in with the set. No one else knows if you're going to bet half pot, 3/4 pot. Only you as the individual know that. Because before Garrett makes a bet, I would like to think Garrett thinks about how much he's going to put in the pot. Right? So you know how much you're going to bet. No one else can tell Garrett how much he's going to bet.
What if he was mixing all in and that another bet? Then it's fine.
What do you mean?
What if he had a frequency of all
I'm
in?
over this conversation.
Then it's fine. Because it's a frequency.
I think that you're allowed to
he
do...
just increased the frequency now.
If someone makes a mistake, you're allowed to do whatever's in your best advantage. And he thought what was in his best advantage was to check.
Okay.
Absolutely understandable.
But he thought that only after realizing that this guy's pressed the call any button, right?
Yes.
So that's why it's a little bit weird.
So this is the second.
But
This is the
Eric's not allowed to like jam on him, right?
Eric is no
doesn't have
longer
an
allowed
action.
to. So
How sure are we of that? Because Eric's bet chip didn't actually count, right? Because like, let's say Eric
I
doesn't
think
the chip.
Eric, Eric pretty much said call out of turn.
correct.
Okay.
So Eric cannot change his action.
Okay, so he can't go from call to turn to jam.
No.
No.
Right.
So he did basically say that like I have no ace high flushes there
Correct.
by doing that.
Yes.
But then it's like, okay, what calls every single hand and never raises here and never folds? And it's all the middling.
It's like fast flushes and then two pairs that exist. Yeah, flushes, two pairs, and sets.
Yep.
And then,
he's just not thinking he has top two.
Top two.
Yeah, he didn't think he had top two.
So what's up with this is the second time we've seen some sort of like weird play by Garrett at the river. Like the other one was versus one of the brothers on Hustler where
he said he had it.
Right. So he ends up saying on the river, Garrett 3-bets jacks, the kid calls with ace queen suited, the flop comes ace low low, check, low small bet, call, turn jack, right? Because it's Garrett. Check, big bet, call, check, rip, and the kid's in the tank.
Yeah.
As the kid's in the tank, Garrett says, I got it.
Yeah.
And
It's just live shit.
The kid pretty much goes, thank you.
I hope,
and
man, if Garrett was bluffing, that'd be so nasty. That'd be so cool.
Oh my God,
that'd be nasty. Garrett just has like jack. Garrett just has like king jack. Garrett just
So here it is. For those of you that haven't seen it yet, at some point he goes, I got it.
But he knows that he didn't get called.
This kid's gonna fucking call me.
No, I'm saying the kid didn't put the chips in yet, and he said I got it after he gets called.
No.
Yeah.
And Garrett's thinking when he did this was, I cannot break another table.
Wow. Look at this.
Yes.
I've never seen anything like that in my life. Did Garrett just tell him he's got it? You want to talk about giving somebody some mercy. And he's going to show him too, I think. Did he show him? Tell me if I heard that right. Did Garrett just tell Ethan I got it and save him $66,000?
So he says thank you to him, right? He's just like, thank you so much, right?
Yeah.
So it's just interesting, right? Obviously, we've seen
in the Eric one, he wasn't involved, right? In the Eric one, Eric was the one that doing all the antics. Like Garrett didn't cause that situation to happen.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying.
Sure,
Well,
no.
Garrett definitely caused this situation.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that obviously now we've seen like how many hours of fucking Garrett over the last 4 years. It's kind of disturbing, actually. But yeah, I don't know. It's just different, right? It's just different. Like I haven't seen. Is he just showing more mercy than usual? Like this check back. Now all of a sudden another.
I don't think the check back was an iffy one. I don't think that was a mercy.
I don't think it was mercy.
So that one wasn't mercy.
No, I think that Garrett was acting in the EV.
I think he got slightly angled.
Yeah. He thought I think that Garrett did what he thought was in his best interest for the EV of his hand. Like he was taking advantage of Eric's mistake, but he didn't think his hand was worth value. Like at that point, he's like, "Oh, I don't have the best hand. Why am I putting money in when I don't have the best hand?"
How about this one? How about the one with
the I got it?
Yeah. What do you think?
I mean, he just felt bad.
Didn't want to break the table.
It could also swing both ways.
It would be really nasty to see if he had a bluff there and goes, "I got it," and then the stream
not the bluff part, but like
why would he do that?
That's like that's playing mental games right there.
Yeah, but it's not
speech
he's
play,
on,
right?
Yeah, but he's on stream.
Yeah, but it's speech play.
He wouldn't do that on stream. I don't know that he would do it in general, but he would do it on stream.
Garrett values his reputation a lot.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Of course.
Right?
That was full reputation EV.
Yeah, he can't ever do that, I think.
I don't think he would either.
Right.
I think when he says I got it, he has it.
Yeah, for sure. Why do you think he did it?
I don't know. I wouldn't.
To avoid breaking the table.
Avoid breaking.
Yeah, I just wouldn't. Just like in that spot 100% of the time. Like
somebody have a lot of money in front of them.
I think there was okay. So this is kind of what happened, right? These three brothers came together.
The Jonas Brothers.
The Jonas Brothers. Right. They came together. They're mostly like
Joe Bros.
They're mostly players that play 5, 10, 10, 20. This was a significantly bigger game for them than usual. One of the kids is already gone. Like he went busto. Like not busto literally, but he lost a significant amount already. And now I think there's a second brother that's about to get wrecked by the G-Man Run Good. And he might have just felt bad.
I think that's exactly what happened. But also at the same time, I'm saying from a strict game perspective, when you sit down with X amount of money or you play a game that you're shot taking that is worth a lot of your roll or whatever, like you put yourself in these situations with the money you sit down to get stacked, to lose a lot. So if you don't want to be in those situations, don't put yourself in them.
Yeah, but it's not just purely that. You also have to think of the dynamic of Garrett as he breaks tables a lot. I mean, he
does. He has
crushes
broken
people.
some tables lately.
So it's sort of like, you know, is it worth it to get whatever this river bet is, or, you know, do we want to keep the game going a little longer?
It has been.
I mean, if you told somebody, or like the EV of that bet, right, when he gets called and guy tanks for long enough where he knows he has the best hand, is worth, it was like what, 40K behind, maybe more,
something like that. Yeah.
Like if the game breaks and Garrett wins 100 and something K pot, that's the game, right?
No, because you're not considering future games.
You think that Garrett, well, A, these guys didn't show up to Hustler again after that, right? And then B, like, how much more money can he make in a future game where the stream only goes for X amount of hours when he can just win a pot
game.
for
Future games and seats.
What future games and what seats? For having Mercy?
I mean, not for nothing. Like, he might be just trying to keep that game alive. Who knows if Ben has 500K in front of him because he's 500K deep.
There's $50,000 behind.
I understand, but he might like be a combination of like
There
feeling
could be
bad and
other
like looking
people at the
over and like,
table.
oh, Ben has $500,000 in front of him.
I would
try to keep the game going.
I would be extremely shocked to hear that Garrett would think that his EV in that situation in the game when it runs after that bet is over is greater than $50,000.
Can you call him?
Huh?
Can you call him?
I can't call him. Like, Christian, you know where I'm coming from with this, right?
Go ahead, tell me again. Sorry.
Like, in that spot with the bet and the proceedings thereafter of not bet versus bet.
Yeah.
The EV of betting, getting called, and stacking the person in this
second
pot.
brother now.
Yes.
So now second brother's gone from the
Was
game.
the clock on him?
So this
They
is
just
a
have
lot.
the time chips, right?
Yes, but it's very clear that the hand was not dead.
Okay.
Like if you hear the dealer saying last time chip, after that he has 30 seconds. Dealer says 30 seconds. Within 10 seconds, Garrett says, "I got it," and the kid folds. The hand was clearly not dead.
Yeah, and he thanked him too. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Like where I'm going with this is that bet and that pot. Garrett thinks his EV in that game is probably
we don't know what
under
Garrett thinks, but yeah.
$50,000 is what you're saying if he's thinking about the future EV of saying I got it is greater than the $50,000 that he can gain extra because he knows that he's going to win the pot. That's a lot of money, right? That's infinite blinds and free.
Yeah.
That would be a bold statement to say that your EV in the game for sure. That you're saying your hourly is what? If the stream runs for 8 hours, 9K, 8K.
I mean, Garrett.
Like Garrett's he's obviously a great live cash player.
Ooh, why'd you say live though?
Yeah,
why'd you say live? I feel like you said
cash. He's a great live cash player.
Yeah, but like it was a very like
wow.
you had to put a little bit of like.
No, you guys want to hear what you want to hear, but I'm saying he's a great.
I didn't hear that, Landon. I thought it was just
he's a great live cash player, right? He plays live cash on
Why
stream.
not just
He
say
murders
he's a great
everyone.
cash player?
Why not just say he's a great player?
Yeah, well, you didn't say that. You said you were very specific.
Landon, stop getting debated. Jesus Christ.
I know, he's so easy to bait.
It's so easy.
He's so easy to
Stop. I got you, Landon.
He's a very good live Los Angeles cash player.
Gaslit, okay?
He's a very good live poker from Los Angeles.
American live Los Angeles.
I hope you're having fun.
It sounds like you give him 3.5
cash
big blinds.
player.
Sure, you guys are keep having fun. My point is that bet is worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
And saying that the future EV, that's a bold statement to say that for the rest of the stream to go, if the game breaks,
We're
that it's
debating a
worth
bunch of hypotheticals.
50,000 plus.
I
mean, we're just throwing some theories out there, right? Because none of us are ever going to know unless we talk to Garrett.
He just felt bad. He just felt bad.
Yeah, but you don't get to be that good without being like a stone cold killer. Like
You
you
can do
just
whatever he
don't.
wants.
You just don't.
I also agree to
Yeah.
that.
You just
I
don't.
think it's in Garrett's best interest not to fucking felt every single
That's my
wreck that
point,
comes
yeah.
here, right? Like, let's say Vampire 777 wants to play next time. Nobody's ever heard of this fucking idiot, and he's just putting in money.
Who's Vampire 777?
Exactly.
I'm in.
Yeah.
But it's in Garrett's best interest to know to let everybody else know that he will soft play sometimes.
That's fair.
That he won't take advantage of everyone.
That's a good theory, right? Because first of all, like you have to remember what Melissa's saying, like Garrett breaking games did happen.
Yeah.
Like Garrett did break some games. Like the games stopped running
Yeah.
Or it was hard to fill seats or whatever. Like, this thing did happen.
Christian,
right?
do you want to play Garrett heads up or, you know, 8 max or 6 max or whatever? Of course you don't.
Oh.
There's like such better games that you can get.
Yeah.
It's a tough spot.
So don't people know how great Garrett is anyways?
Well,
you know what I mean? Don't people like there's so many
yes,
hours.
but it's different when it's just like you have a concrete like he broke this game, he broke this game, this
correct.
You know, it's different.
It was a delicate time. Obviously, we're just throwing shit at the wall,
we're just throwing
right?
theories out there. Who knows
but
what it actually
It was a
happened.
very delicate time where like not all the games were running full the whole time, right? It's like if he's, I don't know. Maybe there is something to this theory of like shows a little mercy. People want to come back and play. All of a sudden now he's like running on 2 live streams a week.
I don't know, man. People know how great Garrett is when they play poker, right?
They
know
what
you're signing up
that
for.
he is good.
Okay.
They can't identify, even for me, like I'm in the poker sphere, I can't identify what order of magnitude he's better than Conrad or Christian.
Sure.
Right? Like that is very hard to disseminate. And when you, as a recreational player, are looking to get in the game, you're just like, literally, it's like, Conrad, should I play in this game? You know, that's how I would say. Like, I would ask you guys. And it's not good when everybody's telling you, don't fucking play in this game because Garrett's just going to mash you.
Yeah, he doesn't want that either. He doesn't want that image of like.
What image?
Of like, nah, you shouldn't play there because Garrett's in.
Yeah.
Can't have that image either. It's a very delicate balance.
I don't think the balance hinges off the specific hand.
No, it does not. But it is an atmosphere. He has to cultivate this same consistent narrative the whole time, right? And this just it adds to that narrative.
You think Berkey's gonna tell
no,
the cringe guy today, like, I got it?
No, and he shouldn't.
What if he does? Would you get mad?
Yes. 100%.
Okay, what if he says it every single hand though?
Yeah, what if he's balanced?
That'd
He
be
says
great.
it every
God,
hand.
I hope he says
every
that.
street.
I would just tell him to shut the fuck up to be annoying to watch.
I hope Ginge throws in a chip and Berkey just says, I'm just gonna bet what's in my hand, and while he has the nuts, and see what you do.
No, I would.
What would you do?
I'm not Matt. I would expect Matt to take advantage of it.
So he wants his friends to be stone cold, like killers, but he's like, but I'm nice.
That's not me.
I cannot impart my ethical decisions onto
Here
others.
we go with the high horse.
It's not a high horse. I just don't expect people to do the same thing I would. And you guys shouldn't expect me to do the same things you would. It's not an ethical high horse. That's just how it is. That's how life works.
Come down, man. We're down here.
No, it's ridiculous.
Okay. I'm gonna reframe it real quick.
I'm learning how that works.
I'm going to reframe it real quick because I think ethical puts it on a continuum. I think it is literally different spirits of the game that is being played.
Yeah.
You have
I think I agree
a
with
particular one, and then Matt or Christian or Melissa or Conrad all have different parameters that they like to play around.
100%.
If you call it ethics, which I don't think it is,
It puts it on a linear thing.
correct. And that's what makes it feel like you're saying
My
or
ethics are better
perceive
than someone else's.
your way of doing it is
Sure.
better or worse or whatever.
Sure.
So yeah, it's just the spirit of your game is way different than how we all play.
Right. And I don't expect my friend's spirit of the game to be the same as mine.
Agree. And I think there's a lot of people that agree
Honestly,
with you.
I would expect like most of my friends to be in the same ballpark of like how I would approach a situation.
Prior to the straight
Same.
flush, no, I know what you're doing. Prior to the straight flush situation,
I'm not doing anything. I'm literally just like
prior
normal.
to the straight flush situation,
Straight
where these
flush
guys
situation.
in the short deck game, where the guy is straight flush, when I said, oh, like this guy, or these guys are clearly
I wasn't
friends.
talking about that, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, my spirit of the game, if I was involved or knew that this was going on, would have been to say something. Yours and everyone else's was clearly not. So that was an instance where my spirit of the game was different than yours and everyone else's.
So just remind the people real quick, because this was a situation where two friends were in a hand.
Yeah.
And you saw one of their hands, and the guy had a straight flush.
Both
but
of them
he was
saw,
about to muck.
both players in the hand saw the straight flush. And they both either didn't realize it or didn't know what was going on, but they both saw the hand. So it wasn't like I was the only person that saw the hand from my side. Like he didn't show me and go, look how sick this is. He showed his friend. His friend didn't see it either. Just didn't I guess, read the board enough to be like, oh, like you have a straight flush. Like, why are you mucking? Because in this situation,
For what it's worth, I don't think you presented it like that.
I don't think you did anything wrong. I just think it's something that
story like that either.
Yeah,
I don't think you.
I said everyone involved knew the hand. I said everyone involved in the hand knew the hand.
I'm gonna go look back because like
no, it's not a big deal. It's not a big
That's
deal.
different.
Either way, I don't think you did anything wrong. I just think
Correct, but in that instance, the spirit of the bet was different. Whereas I don't think if someone goes all in, is doing anything wrong. With like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
So I don't. So if someone goes all in when someone makes an auto call when they should wait, is making a mistake. And I don't think someone betting what's in their hand is a mistake.
I got a hypothetical for you, okay?
Dude, these. Okay.
Great segment, guys.
Okay, so a guy has aces, villain has aces, and you have, ace 4 or something, and the board is. No. You have like. Okay, let me reframe this. You have pocket aces.
Wow.
The board is 4-4-4 blank.
Yeah.
And the guy goes all in on you. Okay? And you're tanking, thinking if you want to call this. And someone not in the hand.
I probably do want to call.
Sure. Someone not in the hand reaches over and says, I have the 4. What do you do there?
The guy I'm playing against in the hand.
No, a guy that isn't playing at all turns to his neighbor and says, I have the 4.
Okay. Yeah. So not this exact situation happens, but there are situations sometimes in live poker where people will play a hand or like get in a tough spot pre-flop where they might call it the hand or not, and then like fold just based off of action. And then like they might flop a set and they'll literally stand up and walk away from the table. There are instances where like people kind of give away their hand strength or whatever, but you're saying if someone in this hand, someone that played the hand
and you're facing an all-in bet.
Or they just said I had I had a 4.
No, he's saying like I had the quads.
100%. Like sure he is, like he was not lying.
Let's just say like
it's up to you. It's up to me to decide.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that there are going to be situations in poker where this comes up where you're not in the wrong at all and they're not in the wrong. It's some other douche or whatever.
Yeah.
And there is no like ethical or spirit of the game thing. And you have to go for highest EV in that situation because you can never fold there.
Correct.
But what, are you going to chop?
Correct.
Like it's just a weird situation.
Right. You can't be put at an EV disadvantage based off of the actions of someone else.
So in this situation, there is no neutral, so you have to go with the positive. You have to mash and just take all their money.
Yeah.
Right? So if we're willing to take all of their money in this, why not? Is it just because there's a neutral spot in the other one that's the reason why you're choosing?
It's because in this spot with quads versus the spot with Garrett, when the guy goes all in, the action is closed. With Garrett, his action of how much to bet is still open. Right? So there's obviously going to be a difference in discretion of, can I jam for 5x pot?
Technically, the action is closed.
Well, it's not, because Garrett didn't bet yet. Garrett gets to choose what to bet. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I see.
Because in the ace's hand, the other guy went all in. Now I'm only either calling or folding.
Sure.
Because the amount that Garrett bets is worth a lot, right? Because Garrett can now effectively price his hand for what he thinks it's worth. And in this case with the set, he deemed it to not be worth more value than what's in the pot. Because there's a very few combos that he beats for all intents and purposes.
No, I get it. Yeah.
So the reason why he checks is because it's the highest EV option, right? He has to be able to take the highest EV option.
Correct. And we are speculating on, if he has different hands, what would he do in these spots?
I think if he has different hands, he should do what is based off the highest EV option of his hand.
Yeah.
I think that is completely reasonable.
Talk your shit, bro.
No, like if he has a nut flush and he makes a mistake and Garrett feels like it's okay to go all in here because the guy should not make a mistake.
Mash.
Landon's with the shit.
People should not look at Garrett and say, "Oh, he's clearly taking advantage," because he's not.
No. We've seen Landon. We've seen him. It's good. It's all right.
I don't understand why you I don't care, but why wouldn't you just feel the same way?
Because I would not. My spirit of the bet, if I had 4 cranberries in my hand, would be to bet them prior to what Eric would have done. With more information, it's a different story. I just personally, I don't know. I feel it's not cheating, right? It's not cheating. Of course, it's not cheating. But for some reason, I feel like it is.
I don't even think it's a line of scummy, honestly.
I don't think it is either. I just don't. It doesn't sit right with me.
And I have a pretty high moral compass when it comes to stuff like that.
Sure.
So it's just I'm bewildered. Why not? Because this is a clear mistake by this person.
It's a clear mistake.
And they're just acting he just talked for 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And then checked, and then called without anything. So I'm 100%. If I have nuts, I'm just all in.
Yeah, and I don't, and I don't think that's incorrect. Like I don't think
I think it would have been weird on TV for him to do that. Like it just looks so bad, right?
It does optically.
on TV,
it does start bringing in like these, I guess, optical
Like
questions. Right?
what would we have said in that spot, right? If he had the nuts and went all in, we'd be crucifying him.
No way, no way. I think we would have the conversation.
We would have not looked nice about that.
No, we would have the conversation. We would have said Eric clearly made a mistake and acted out of turn, and Garrett has the nuts and took advantage of it, which is completely allowed.
We would have came full circle.
We would have crucified him, bro.
For a minute, but we would have came full circle.
We would have came full circle and be like, bro, you can't do that. Like you can't do that, especially to a recreational player. Like
that part might
if it's like a pro, like fucking, but like not a recreational player that's like, you can't do that.
We're also talking about somebody that was just on television talking mad shit. So
it's such a
you know who was talking shit today? Cringe Poker.
Cringe Poker.
So that shit's about to start in 20 minutes. You got predictions? Y'all got predictions today? Let's go. Melissa, you got a prediction today?
What's the lineup?
All we know is
Cringe and Berkey.
all we know Cringe Berkey.
And
Cringe and Berkey.
That's it.
We're only gonna call him Cringe for today. Like after tomorrow, it depends. If he loses, if Cringe loses today, he goes back to being Ginge.
No,
but
if he loses,
wins,
he stays Cringe.
Oh, okay.
No, he stays Cringe forever for me.
Oh, he stays
Wow.
Cringe anyway.
How y'all pull this off, bro? Yo, Guapo's incredible.
I'm sorry, I can't.
What do you mean you can't? What do you mean? What's that? What do you mean? Nah, describe it.
She means it's cringe, Your Honor.
What do you mean? You gotta describe it.
I'm crying. I'm crying.
What do you mean? That's not your type?
I can't.
What do you mean? He can't shoot a shot at you?
He can do whatever he wants.
I thought you liked the Europeans.
When did where'd you get that idea from? I don't know how much clearer I have to make it. I just that photo like caught me off guard. I just wasn't expecting.
That one caught you off guard. All right, let's go to Landon. What do you think the line is? What do you think line is or prediction?
I don't really know what the line is. I just pray that we win, man. I can't come back and hear another loss.
Berkey plus 130. He doesn't lose in moments.
Berkey
like
versus.
This.
Oh, you mean just in a crossbook of Berkey versus Cringe?
Why you got no?
Yeah, why you got
Berkey's
no
a
faith?
dog?
Berkey plus 130 is a dog.
No. He's gonna win 130. Today.
Oh, he did a win 130. Okay.
Berkey doesn't lose in
I thought you said
times
the
like
line at
this.
plus 130.
He loses when he just whatever.
He loses if he went to play the Chinese game. Middle of the week,
100%.
no stream. I'm like, fuck, we're gonna get wrecked. I'm like, this is where we give it all back. Like, my piece is torched.
It really depends on how much time Berkey plays off stream.
True.
Yeah, it's true. Berkey gets wrecked on stream.
Sometimes those games break on
stream. He gets
and he wins off stream.
Yeah, like the last couple weeks, like it's been like
They'll probably play off stream.
It's lucky.
It's it always depends because like I remember one time Matt on Live at the Bike was up a bunch and then lost like a massive pot off stream. One time he was stuck 200K on stream and then won a bunch off stream. So like it's either here nor there. It just depends on who's still in the game when it's off stream.
In the long run,
I like Matt off stream.
I like him off stream.
I like Matt off stream.
What happens on stream?
He gets wrecked
every time.
You have to also like play a little differently in some spots for sure, right? Like you play a little bit more.
Berkey plays
you play more
exactly
hands.
the same.
No.
Everyone plays a little
Berkey's still
different.
calling 4-bets with Queen 10 off.
Sure, but suited. Queen 10 suited.
It was
I
suited.
think Berkey even he's complained before that people play so much
People
nittier.
definitely play differently.
Yeah. So it
wait a minute,
changes.
No,
the way
not
he
Berkey
plays.
though. Berkey doesn't play that different, man. I've known him for 20 years. Not really.
Yeah, I remember him ranting about Rick Solomon and how like the guy's so omega loose off stream. As soon as you put him on cameras,
Different.
it's just he tightens up.
Yeah,
like crazy.
there has to be something to it, right? If you're a professional poker player and you're on stream, like all your friends are watching, your backers watching, everybody's fucking watching. You're probably just like you're probably not gonna fire off that 5-bet with the ace-5 suited one.
Yeah,
time.
exactly. So people just play differently on and off. And
Okay, so
I think Matt.
Are you guys
plays
doing a
better
watch party
off.
tonight?
Yeah, we're gonna watch it.
No, like on Discord or something?
I don't know.
On the Solve for Why Discord?
I don't know, man. We've been on here for 2
Can you
hours.
put
I don't know how many
Odyssey,
people want to work.
Put that shit in chat,
I'm
please.
busy getting gaslit. I'm busy telling you I need to
You're
go
not
to
getting
therapy.
gaslit. Just give me how much Berkey wins or loses today.
Bro, I would like, you know what? Berkey plus 70. I'll take a
Berkey plus 70. Melissa, what you got? Berkey what?
Plus 110.
All right. I have Berkey plus 90.
Andre?
I think Berkey plus 40.
How about Ginge? Go ahead.
Minus 250.
Minus 60.
He came with 60K with him.
Berkey's
Minus
gonna loan
60.
him fucking money.
How much?
Stop this photo. I can't. So I'm sorry.
Bro, this photo's wild, bro.
I don't even have a big problem with the photo. It's just when you start laughing at it.
How about the guy in the
it's so
background just like
hilarious.
mad focused? Like this guy has his hands crossed. Like, bro, this guy's focused as fuck. This guy's like, I play robot. Okay, Ginge, how much did Ginge win or lose today, Landon?
I think he goes like plus 20.
Plus
Probably
20.
wins.
Wow, you have him winning, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, I think they both win.
You think they both win?
I think they both win.
Okay. Melissa?
What war is that?
Like poker's not poker's not a game where like you
Minus
always play
5.
Minus 5? Okay,
That's a very cringe
Very
number.
annoying number.
That's
This is
super annoying
that's a
because you have to
very
travel
annoying.
there.
Very annoying.
That's top.
Yeah.
Or
That's
just like
top.
breaking even.
I like
Yeah.
that one. I like
Yeah.
that one. Yeah. I want him to be like up 60 with an hour to go and then lose $1,000.
Minus 1,000.
Minus
Oh my
1,000.
God.
Like, he pays the blinds and then they leave.
Yeah, just like and game breaks immediately
Yeah.
on his big blind.
Yeah.
Like it's just like big blind.
No,
he
big
pays.
blind, small blind. He doesn't get his button.
No. Yeah, that one hurts too.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
What
like
you
you
got?
pay the big blind, you
I'm
pay
gonna
the ante.
this is a little fucked up, but I'm gonna do minus 4. And the reason why it's fucked
He
up
Price is riding her.
is because I just found out at Triton that they have no event number 4 or
Yeah, there's no table 4. There's nothing 4.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because the number 4 sounds like die.
You know, watch out. You might not get an invite back, man. Don't do 4. Don't do 4.
So minus 4,444.
Wow.
And he has seat 4. And we
seat
tune
4.
in and he has seat 4.
That's right.
Just max pain.
Wait,
and
so do they not have a seat 4?
They have a seat 4.
Uh-oh.
But they don't have a table 4. They don't have event 4. In like casinos, they don't have floor 4. Just like we don't have event 13. Or floor 13.
Can we put that photo up one more time?
This is the punishment.
All right, everyone.
The punishment is
Thank
just to
you
look
for
at this photo
watching
for like an
the
hour.
OnlyFriends podcast.
Yo,
we will
let's go,
depart
Berkey.
with this beautiful photo. We'll be back Monday. If you want to watch Berkey play, we'll be on in 15 minutes. And of course, we have the meetup game May 28th at MGM.
This Saturday.
That's tomorrow.
8 p.m.
Landon, can you make this 8 p.m.?
That's tomorrow.
This is literally tomorrow.
Yeah, can you make 8 p.m. tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Wait,
we
thanks,
have
Landon.
also, if you want, a little bit of Joe Stapleton telling some jokes.
Oh, to be at MGM at 8?
Yeah,
sure.
MGM at 8. And Melissa, do you really have a date tomorrow?
No, but I do have a game tomorrow.
What does that mean?
I'm playing a game tomorrow.
Like a
He has-
stream game?
No.
No.
She has a different game, but she'll be there after.
Okay.
Yeah, later.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, a lot of people are banking on you coming.
Might
I assume.
They don't
have a
come to see
date.
us.
Oh, okay. Oh.
No, just kidding. I
Okay.
don't have a date.
I
don't go on dates.
Yeah, we gotta. Well, we know what
Let me
type of dates you're on.
I don't go on dates.
It's okay. I'll say it afterwards. Let's push it on social. Make sure.
I
Everybody
need to
comes.
see these models that my man was with for sure.
Bro, they were.
You're so fucking happy, bro. Look how happy he is. Stop. We're going to end the show on your happiness.
No,
Look,
no.
Switch the cameras, please. Oh, my God. Look at this cheese. Oh, my God. There it is. All right. Well, if you all enjoyed the show, we'll be back Monday. Look at this beautiful smile.
Bye, guys. Hey, I'm
Lord.
so glad to be back. I missed all of you.
We're so happy for you, man.
Thanks, guys.
We're so happy for you. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the show. Berkey will be on 15 minutes on Live at the Bike. We're rooting for him, everyone, plus 100,000 for Berkey. And root for some
Should I
better
just close
photos
out
for
the
my
show?
man, Ginge.
Jeez, it's on me. Oh, no, it's on you. Okay, yeah.
No, go ahead. End the show. I don't care.
No, it's good. Good.
Andre is up bad.
Andre's up bad.
No, he's up
You're
marvelous.
on the up and up.
You can't be
You're
down,
not down
bad.
bad, you're up
You're
bad.
up marvelous or you're down horrendous.
He's on the up and up. He's on the up and up.
He's up amazing
Things are good.
right now.
Things are good for the whole pod. I'm telling you, this is only good for all of us.
This is only the beginning.
This is literally
I
only.
don't know,
Are we
man.
ever going to close the show?
I don't know, man. Sounds like I have to have a therapy session on the
Our
podcast.
dicks are going to be
Yo,
massive.
Landon is so mad right now. Why are you
About
so
the
mad?
Landon,
have you
honestly.
have you been to therapy? It's not like a bad thing.
I've been to therapy. My mom made me go to Gamblers Anonymous when I wanted to drop out of school.
That's not the same
We can't
thing.
end the pod now. We need to know what just happened.
All right,
You went to
Waving it off.
Gamblers Anonymous?
We need
Waving it off.
Like my mom wanted me to go to therapy for 3 sessions, then she also wanted me to go to Gamblers
Oh,
Anonymous.
But did you go to
So you did
Gamblers
I did
Anonymous?
not. I did not.
Okay.
All right.
I
Should
went
we
to
all go
therapy.
to Gamblers Anonymous
Maybe.
one time?
Probably,
Honestly,
yeah.
just look at me. If you ever think they're gaslighting you, and I'll give you the nod or the.
Okay, that's good.
Can we
That's
pay
good.
you to always just say no?
I wouldn't betray your trust on that. You can just look at me and just be. I'll just.
It's been a great episode. It's been a great week.
2x.
Have a good week, guys. Goodbye.
He really wants to run the show.
No,
like,
I
he's
just
been trying
want
to
to
run the
leave.
show.
I want to
the whole
run
fucking
away
time.
from the show.
All right.
End the show.
All right, we're out of here. I hope you all enjoyed the show. We'll be back Monday. Hopefully 12 p.m. is
Fantasy
pre-show and 1 p.m. is the show.
Yes.
Probably a little bit earlier.
Oh, maybe a little earlier because WSOP is about to start.
Yeah, but we're doing a little draft on Monday too.
All right, let's end the fucking
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you
Good night.
back
Thanks for watching.
on probably Tuesday
End the
because
show.
it's
Buffett just
Memorial
cut it. He
Weekend.
cut it. He
Have
cut
a great weekend.
Bro,
and
end the show,
spend time
man.
with your
It's
family.
over.
Bye-bye.